Welcome into the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am Nick Roloff, where we are here live for a Heat vs. Magic watch party. It's the first game of the season. The juices are flowing. I'm fired up. Hopefully you are as well. Oh, what a time to be alive, folks. Listen, I don't know if you're a fan of every Miami sports team, but if you're a fan of the football team, it is ugly right now, so it's good to have a nice, competent organization back in the Miami Heat. Is it going to be the most successful year? I don't know, but it's going to be an entertaining year, I think, for this Miami Heat ball club. It's going to be fun to see the season tip off in Orlando. Magic, a projected top 3 team in the East by many, including myself. I think they have a chance to win the conference. Miami, really volatile this season. I think you could legitimately convince me they finished 12th in the East. You could also convince me there is a way they finish 4th, 5th, or 6th in the Eastern Conference. It's all about if they can stay healthy, if they can gel, and if they get the leaps that they hope they get from second-year big man Kel'el Ware, fourth-year forward Nikola Jovic, who they extended during the preseason. It's going to be very interesting to see how this year plays out. It's going to be a lot of fun to cover it with all of you guys all year long. And I just hope that you guys join me all year long on the Heat Report, where we get things tipped off tonight. Always exciting on the opening night of the association. It was fun watching the games last night. It's fun to be back now with all of y'all, where we are tipping off just a little bit after 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 7:10, 7:12 Central Time is probably the real start time here. But shout out your city for me down in the comment section. Where are the real ones? Where are the legends watching from? I always want to know where the real ones are, and then we'll get to our 2 super chats here. Steven, new subscriber here. Keep killing it, Steven. You're an absolute legend. Appreciate you joining us here. Shout out Appuccino. What's good? Rolly Gang, we back for show. Let's do it, baby. What's up with Seam in Irvine? Simply's in Nashville. Tyson in Miami. Sulan in Toronto. Ohio. Shout out to Ty Man the Buckeye. Edwin's at the game. Legendary stuff right there. Atlanta for V. Hot Dogs in Lockport. Hans is in Montreal. Riley Shea in Fort Myers. Scott is in England. We got Blazers in Alexandria, Virginia. Man, oh man. Melvin in Birmingham, Alabama. Guys, the energy is absolutely being brought today for the season opener. How could you not have the juices flowing and be fired up for the opening game of the season? MacMon in Irvine. We got Dog Squad in Ohio. 2 days info in Miami. We got Steven in Pennsylvania from Florida, though. Nice. Love to see it. Love to see it. Also love to see the first couple super chats of the evening coming in. We got my guy, Simply Archive. I miss Jimmy, but I miss Heat basketball more. Go Heat. Go Heat indeed. Appreciate you, Simply, for starting off the watch party. Then we got my guy, Wasim. The Heat will make up for the Finns. I certainly hope so. I just ask for a entertaining, fun season. Do I ask the Heat to win the finals? Would it be nice? Absolutely. But I think we can all realize and be truthful in the fact that the Heat have no chance to win the finals this year unless they traded for like an all-NBA guy at the trade deadline. I'm just hoping to make the playoffs, see some young growth and improvement from Kel'el Ware, Nikola Jovic, maybe a bounce-back year from Jaquez, some nice thing from the rookie Kasparas Jakucionis, and then ultimately parlay the hopeful success this year into a big move in the offseason that now makes us contenders for the NBA Finals next year. I'm a realistic Heat fan. I don't expect them to win the finals. I just hope to see some positive developments and signs this year, make the playoffs, be more competitive, and then hopefully pounce in the offseason to take that next step. That's the goal for me in the Miami Heat here. Appreciate the first couple super chats. When we come out of the prize picks discussion, we'll tell you about what the super chat menu is today, but I do have to tell you about today's sponsor, and that is Prize Picks. This Heat Report stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. You and I make decisions every single day, and with those right decisions, they can get you paid. And it's just simple, easy decisions over on Prize Picks. You can actually now do stacks on the app, meaning you could pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more than on Bam and Adebayo points, field goals, assists? Well, now you can over on Prize Picks, all in the same lineup. Who's going off, who is not. You can make your picks in less than 60 seconds. I have an entry in for today's game. I took advantage of the max discount yesterday. Be on the lookout for those. More than half a point for Steph Curry. I got it paired up with more than Nikola Jovic, 6.5 rebounds and assists, and less than Paolo Banchero, 25.5 points. That is my 3-player entry for today's game. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. Appreciate PrizePicks for sponsoring today's stream. Our super chat menu today, $5 is a raffle ticket. We'll explain what the raffle is here in a second. $10, I'm doing 10 push-ups. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame, and we'll take a shot to celebrate you. I will make it clear here, our Hall of Fame board for the season is on its way. It's not here just yet. It's a really cool board, but if you send in a 20, I'll write your name down and make sure we get you on the board when it officially shows up in probably about the next week or so, I'd say. But it's going to be a lot of fun this season. I hope everybody joins us throughout the year. It's going to be awesome. We'll get Wasim Khan. We're a raffle ticket. What is our raffle? This is a month long. So I know we're starting in late October here. This first raffle of the year, we're going to do a raffle every month of the season. October and November will be combined. We'll do a December raffle, January raffle, February, March, and then if we make the playoffs, April. The first month, which is October, November, is a prize one, man. This is our Heat Report 2024-25 Hall of Fame basketball. We are going to raffle this off for the month of October and November. So every $5 gets a raffle ticket. We'll write you down in our last stream of the month of November. We'll raffle it off, and whoever wins gets shipped last year's Hall of Fame basketball. And then we'll have to start the new Hall of Fame list with our board once it comes in the next week or so. So it's going to be a lot of fun this season. This is our first monthly raffle, and then we'll move on with different items throughout the year as well. But that is today's Super Chat menu. And if anyone wants to get crazy and send in a 50, I'll take down a beer on a beer bong as well. Got happy dads that I can have producer Coop go grab. I'm doing today's show by myself. But, hey, if we need it, we got Coop on standby, folks. I'd love to hear it. Who you got? MIA for the Heat, ORL for the Magic. Who you think wins this opening game, man? Magic are 8.5-point favorites. Over-under is 215. I actually really like the under in this game. I really like the under. 215. I did my score prediction on my preview video that we put out yesterday. I think this game finishes 106-103. I mean, you were talking about two teams here that pride themselves on defense, that finished both in the bottom 4 of pace a year ago. Orlando played at the slowest pace in the NBA last season. Heat played at the 27th slowest pace. So these guys grind it out. And I know there's a lot of discussion about the Heat playing more up-tempo and playing more quick. Well, they had a really good pace last year in the preseason and still played really slow in the regular season. So until I am proven wrong about the pace, I am going to believe it's probably going to be more of the same. I hope I am proven wrong. But either way, it's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a ton of fun. I think the under's a good pick. The Heat plus 8.5. I feel like that's disrespectful. Do the Heat win tonight? I don't know. I think I would pick them to win, maybe. It's tough, but 8.5 points feels disrespectful. Ty Man going Miami, Apachito, Sulan, Cyber going with Orlando. Ty Man Miami, Hot Dog Miami. My guy Joe Lawton. What's up, Joe? Good to see you again. Rocking with Miami. W Fan Miami. Dandy Man says go Heat. Tamia says Miami. Melvin, Miami. Lavardo, Miami. Manuel, Miami. Brian McKenna. What's up, McKenna? Good to see you as always. Malvo going with Miami. Simply says, Roll, need to know, I think Rozier gets a bounce-back season? Well, I think he'll be better than last year because, let's just be real here, it can't be worse. I mean, he was so bad last season. It can't be worse than what it was last year. So I choose to believe it will be slightly better. Now, how much better will it be? I don't know. Do I think it's going to be a season where he is worth what Miami traded for him? Absolutely not. But listen, you never know. You just never know. The guy could come out and have a great year. Great year would be averaging 10, 11 points off the bench on an efficient 38% from three and 45, 46% from the field. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be great. Sulana says, there a world we keep Terry? Yeah, absolutely. Like, if he is contributing, like I just mentioned, and he's giving you good minutes off the bench where he's averaging 12 maybe off the bench, you're leading guard scorer, shooting efficiently, not playing dumb basketball. There's a lot of added benefit in keeping his contract and letting it just come off the books in the offseason as expiring money. You could use that money as a trade at the deadline if he ends up improving his trade value. But there's absolutely a world where he ends up playing and on this Heat roster for this entire year, and they just let that money expire. Is it the best idea? No, but there's a world. There's a world for sure. Not going to put it past Miami to do that. Not going to put it past Miami to do that. All right, folks. We got over 100 people watching here as we inch closer and closer to tip-off. If you're ready for the game, hit that like button. Let's get to 50 likes right now. 50 is a fine number. That's about 50% of the people watching. I think that's fair. Hit that thumbs up icon. Let's get to 50 likes, and let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. We're at 30. Let's get to 50 right now. You know what? I'll say this. I got the 1800 tequila in the building. If we get to 100 likes before the game tips off is about 7:12 Eastern time because we know how the NBA likes to do their actual time. Says 7, really 7:12. If we get to 100 likes before we tip off, I'll take a shot in the house. Man, if you're ready for Heat basketball to be back, hit that thumbs up icon. How could you not be ready, man? It's just been so long. We weren't really able to go live for a ton of the preseason games, unfortunately, because of my schedule and other obligations here to cover the Miami Dolphins at Chat Sports as well. Unfortunately, I do that. Unfortunately is the right way to put that because they're so bad and they make me miserable. But hopefully it's going to be a better time over here on the Heat. James watching from the Philippines. Love it. Dennis says, I hit the like button and a little basketball bounce. That's a first. I've actually noticed that. That was a thing that happened in like the summer. I saw that in July, but it was like hit or miss. Not really sure if that's something that will stick with it and will be there consistently. I don't know. Wasim says, Rolly, if I put in a $50, could I get 2 Hall of Fame and whatever you want with a 10? Yeah, Wasim, I'm just seeing that. If you set in a 50 right now, I'll do a beer bong, you'll get 2 Hall of Fame spots, and I'll do 10 push-ups. So beer bong, 2 Hall of Fame spots, raffle tickets, as well as a push-ups. Wasim, if we wanted to get that rolling. Yeah, a little basketball. Look at that. I just went on my personal account and liked the own stream. Because you gotta have that, man. You gotta have that. Gotta have it. Got to have it. Yeah, so I got a couple bets out of this game. You saw my prize picks. I got the under 215. Really like that a ton. I mean, I think this game's low scoring. I do. Gleg Grover says tip chat. Yeah, listen. Any donations appreciative. Listen, the more super chats we get on the channel, it just tells my bosses that we need to do more of this stuff. Like, we don't always have a producer here. Like, no producer today. Will we have producers throughout the year? Yeah, we will. Producer Coop will help us out at times. But right now, we're rocking solo. We get super chats and donations. Show to our bosses that the people want more Heat live streams. Well, we'll have that covered. Oh! Let's freaking go! We got a big time super chat rolling in. Let's go. Cope. I need a beer bong. Because we got a 50. No, it went away. It will come back in 1 second, hopefully. There it is. We got a $50 super chat from Wasim Khan Bane. Let's go, Wasim. Let's go. That fires me up. Heat basketball is back. Heat report is back. Let's freaking go. Wasim is a legend. So, because of that $50 super chat, I'm going to do a beer bong. Wasim gets a bunch of raffle tickets, and we're giving away 2 Hall of Fame spots. We're giving away 2 Hall of Fame spots, baby. So let me write this down. And then we'll get Wasim Khan, and then he wanted to give the other one away. So what we're going to do here, we're going to give away the other Hall of Fame spot for the 2025-26 season. But what we're going to need to do is figure out how to do that. So everybody, spam your fireballs. And then I'm going to give it about 15, 20 seconds. I want to see the chat on fire. And then when we give it a 15 or 20 seconds, as you guys spam your fireballs, I'm going to close my eyes, look down, and the first name I see is going to get into the Heat Report Hall of Fame for the 25-26 season, courtesy of Wasim Khan. Wasim. All right, we're going to look down the chat. I see it's on fire right now. We're going to look for the winner in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First name I saw was no one else but Simply Archive. The person who sent in the first super chat today was the first name I saw. So Wasim Khan and Simply Archive, the first 2 people in the Heat Report 2025-26 season Hall of Fame. Appreciate you, Wasim Khan. Appreciate you, Simply Archive. We will certainly be doing Hall of Fame giveaways throughout the year, but you can get in it, and I take down a shot for $20. But we do have a beer bong coming, as well as 10 push-ups. Shout out to Wasim Khan. We're going to knock out the 10 push-ups and then do the beer bong. You saw producer Coop coming to the building. Yeah. Coop's grabbing the flavor that I want. So here we go. We got 10 push-ups. Fired up, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Heat basketball is back. We're back. How could you not be fired up? How could you not be fired up right now? Hard not to be, man. I'm ready to go play 48 minutes myself. Coach Spo, you need someone? I'm ready. I hope everybody brings the intensity on our team today. I want this to be treated like a playoff game. I know it's game 1 of 82, but it's game 1. And to start the season on a high note, which would be beating the Magic, the projected 3rd team in the East, they got the 3rd best odds to win the East. Many people think they're the 3rd best team in the East. To go on the road and beat them on opening night, it would set the freaking tone for the year that we're a feisty team and we're going to be a competitive squad that can really make some noise. So can we set the tone today? That's why I want to treat it like a playoff game. I want to treat it like a playoff game, man. I do. Shout out producer Coop, bringing in the wild cherry happy dad. So we got the beer bong coming in for my guy, Wasim Khan. Shout out to you, Wasim. You're a legend, my friend. $50 super chats. We'll be chugging some beers. Let's go. Let's go. Opening night. I got to be honest. We had this debate in the office. What is opening night in the NBA? Today or last night? Even though they played 2 games yesterday. Opening night is today. It's like baseball. Opening day is when everybody plays. They have that bullshit game overseas like a week before the regular season starts. Before opening day. That doesn't count. Last night was not opening night. It's tonight when every team basically plays. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't care. All right, we got about, 5 minutes until tip-off. It says 7 p.m., but we know that's horseshit. It's always 7:12. It's annoying. I think it's a perfect time. Let me hear the score predictions. It's also a good time to announce our starting lineups for tonight's game as well. Miami, they went with the starting lineup that I've been projecting for a very long time. By the way, a lot of people knew this. Kel'el Ware banged up with an ankle injury. He's playing today. But the starting lineup is exactly what I projected. I projected Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo. That is the starting 5 for Miami tonight. So they have Kel'el Ware off the bench, Larsson off the bench, Jaquez off the bench, Fontecchio off the bench, Dru Smith off the bench. That's the likely 5 players off the bench. We'll see if Rozier plays. We'll see if Keshad Johnson plays. I doubt Johnson plays since Kel'el Ware is active. We would have seen Johnson if Ware was inactive, but we're good there. For the Magic, I'm stunned. Jalen Suggs is playing. I mean, he has not played in a preseason game, so this was a shocker, but they made him available and are starting him. So the Magic are going with Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. That's their starting 5. They'll have Tyus Jones, Anthony Black, Jace Richardson, Tristan Da Silva, Jonathan Isaac, and Goga Badatsi off of their bench. They might be rolling 11 deep tonight. Miami likely only going to go 10 in their own right. We'll ultimately see if Fontecchio plays or Rozier plays, but it's going to be a fun one tonight too. That's for sure. All right, let's read off some score predictions. We got 115, 110 Miami. We got 108, 106 Heat. 110, 102 Heat, 111, 109 Heat, 95, 89 Heat. I see 95, 89, 109, 106 Heat from Glegg, 92, 87 Florida team. Can't lose with that. Wasim Khan going 195 Heat. My score prediction on my official preview yesterday was, you know what? I went with the Heat upset, and I'm going to stick with it. Heat win this game 106 to 103. That's my score prediction. 106, 103 Heat win. I love that. I feel good about it. Let's get a win and set the tone for the year. You know what? Let's win today on the road, and then let's go into Memphis on Friday and get another win to start 2-0. I said it. Without Tyler Herro, not projected to return until mid-November, 17th or 19th, potentially targeted as the return date. If the Heat can just go 5-5 in their first 10 games, they got a tough schedule. They play the Knicks, the Grizzlies, the Magic, all on the road. They play the Spurs on the road, the Nuggets on the road, Clippers, Lakers on the road on a West Coast trip. If they could go 5-5 in the first 10 games, some people might think that's a little disappointing, 500. I'd be thrilled. 5-5 in the first 10 games when you have to go on a West Coast trip without Tyler Herro, that'd be a massive win. And it would really help to reach that goal if they're able to get a win tonight on opening night in Orlando. We're getting closer and closer to this game being tipped off, folks. I'd say about 2 minutes. If you are ready for the game, hit that like button. Remember, if we get to 100 likes before tip-off, I'm doing a shot of 1,800 on the house. We're at 69. Nice. Just need 31 likes. Let's get there. We're right. We're knocking on the door. But with the game starting in about 2 minutes, folks, if you're ready for the game, spam those me's. Come on. Who's ready for opening night? Who's ready? I mentioned it. Starting lineups for each team: Davion Mitchell, Norman Powell, Andrew Wiggins, Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo for Miami. Orlando go with Jalen Suggs, Desmond Bane, Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr. I see everybody fired up in the chat. Keep on spamming those me's. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. And I think it's a perfect time to start off a Let's Go Heat champ too, baby. Let's go Heat. 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 Come on, baby. Let's get a win. Magic wearing white unis. I believe Miami is going with their black. That is correct. I'm fired up, Coop. Do you feel the juices, Coop? Do you feel it? All right, get the fuck out of my studio. Not dealing with this right now. We're starting off a new season. I can't have negative energy from Jeffrey Cooperstein. What time is it? 7:12? Start the damn game. I hate the NBA. Adam Silver. We bullied him into painting the Larry O'Brien back on the court for the finals. Proof that bullying works, folks. Yeah, the worst in the NBA, worst in sports, I think. He might be worse than Manfred. Might be worse than Manfred, man. I'm telling you, might be worse than Manfred. It's hard to do. Hard to do. Oh, man. It's exciting to be back. No negative Nellies today is right. No negative Nellies is right. No negative Nellies today, baby. Don't want any of the sorts. We're off in one game today. Hornets, Nets. Wow, Con Kneppel, first basket. Who would have thought it? Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk? We got over 280 people watching. Let's go, man. That fires me up, baby. How is this game not started yet? How is this game not started yet? It's gross. It's just gross. It's gross. We got other games starting. Why can't we start? Orlando taking too long. Let me know who you got. Also vote in the live poll. MIA or ORL. 74% rocking with the Heat. I love it. We're also 6 likes away from 100. Can we get to 100 likes before we tip off? We got about 30 seconds. Hit that thumbs up icon. We're about to get going here in Orlando. 5 likes away. Magic wearing their white unis. Heat wearing their black. Nikola Jovic, we got 200 likes. Shot time. Shot time. Way to get there, baby. Way to work. Let's work. Nice to hear Eric Reed and John Crotty on my television again. Love those two. We're blessed with such a great booth. Now, if you can't watch and you have to rely on me, well, hopefully I do the trick. Shout out to the real ones here hanging with us on opening night. It's going to be a fun season. I'll be intrigued to see how the Heat start this game in their defensive matchups. I want to see Wiggins on Banchero, Jovic on Wagner. Unless they go Jovic on Wendell Carter, Bam on Banchero, and then Wiggins on Wagner. Either way, works off for me. All right, we're about to get tipped off, folks. Here we go. Tip is up. Tip is won by the Magic, and they will start with the ball. Powell guarding Suggs, Wiggins on Wagner. They're going to put Bam on Banchero and Jovic on Carter. Davion Mitchell defends Desmond Bane. Pick and roll. Banchero inside. Lob to Wendell Carter Jr. for a slam, and that's how the game scoring gets started. So Magic get up 2-0 here. Powell curling three. Good! And one! How about that start? Norman Powell buries a triple, but they're going to whistle Orlando on a foul as they ran through the screen of Adebayo. Davion Mitchell found Powell, who just drills it at the top of the key, and it's a 4-point opportunity for Miami. They're going to review it to see when the foul took place, if it was before the shot or after the shot. Let's hope it was after the shot, so the 3 counts. If it comes in before, the shot would be wiped away. So we'll ultimately have to see. I hope that it stands. If you are one of the 300-plus people that are watching and aren't subscribed, join the channel. We're under 150, about 150 subscribers away from 25K. Be a massive milestone to get there. When we get there, I'm taking it down a beer bong, so hit that sub button if you haven't already. I'm Nick Roloff. We go live for almost every Heat game. We also put out videos almost every single day, so hit that sub button and join the channel if you want to be up to date on everything Miami Heat. We're also in sub-only mode, so if you want to participate in the live chat and comment, got to be subscribed. We do that so the bots aren't here. And the stands, baby. Foul happened after the shot, so Powell with the tray ball, and Bam Adebayo is going to the free throw line for a free throw to try to make this a 4-point possession. How about that? First possession of the year. 4-point play. And apparently Bam made the free throw. A little bit of an early scoreboard there. We'll dial it back to 12 seconds on the interval. Let's go Heat indeed, Mr. Chugs. Heat put on a little bit of a press here. Wiggins defending Wagner, Jovic on Carter, Bam on Banchero, Mitchell on Bane. Bane has it. Banchero set him a screen. Bane turns the corner, drives inside, swings it to the corner for Carter. He drives on Jovic, forces a kick out to Suggs, catch and shoot 3, too strong. Jovic with the board. Jovic will push, outlet to Davion, and Mitchell now slows it down. Now attacks Banchero, finds Powell, corner catch and shoot 3. No good, but a foul. And how about Norman Powell going to the free throw line for 3? So Powell hits a 3 on the first possession, and the second possession, he draws a foul and is going to the line. Norman Powell has a chance to have 6 quick points in the first minute of this ball game. How about that? Norman Powell's first free throw good, puts Miami up 5-2. How about that? Love what I've been seeing from Norman Powell right now, man. You know what that means? It means, how about this? Spam your 2 fours for Norman Powell. He makes the second free throw. So Heat up 6-2. Spam those 2 fours for Norman Powell. Already with 5 points here in the first minute of this game. Powell makes all 3, so he's got 6 points. Heat leads 7-2. We got a foul here on Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, he's grabbing Franz Wagner. So foul off the ball on Andrew Wiggins. Wagner to inbound, having trouble getting it in, now gets it to Carter. 15 on the shot clock. Wagner gets a screen. Jovic makes the switch. Wagner drives left. Good defense, forces a tough step back 2. No good. Rebound by Powell. He's everywhere. Outlet to Davion Mitchell. He attacks Desmond Bane. Kicks it out to Adebayo. Catch and shoot left wing 3. Bottoms! Heat up 10-2. Adebayo from 3. Bam with a quick 4 points. Suggs to Bane. Bane drives to the rim and lays it up and in. 10-4. Wiggins has it right wing. Now he gets his first touch of the game. Adebayo swings it to Jovic, guarded by Banchero. Takes him off the dribble. gets to his left hand. Can't make the layup. Wagner with the board, pushing the pace. Euro step to the rim. Good. And we got a 10-6 ball game. Wagner always looking to push. Fast-paced first couple minutes here. Both teams looking to break that trend. Bam, Powell, pick and roll. Adebayo, midi. Good! And Bam has 6 points. So Bam and Powell each having 6 to lead Miami with 12, 6 points early. Suggs pick and roll, pull up 3. He knocks it down. And we have a lot of scoring in Orlando in the first 3 minutes. Not a standard, usual matchup between this Miami and Magic ball club. Jovic swings it to Bam, and it is going to be an over and back. Adebayo just dropped it. So tough mistake there for the Heat as the lead dwindles to 3. Bam rocking the Asia ones. Shout out to Asia Wilson, winning the WNBA Finals. What a terrific year for her and the Aces. Heat are 3 or 4 from the field. Orlando 4 of 6. Tyus Jones checks in for Suggs early. Expect there to be a hard minute restriction for Jalen Suggs. Bane, pick and roll, pull up 3. Just too lackadaisical defensively, and Bane makes Miami pay. We're all knotted at 12. Powell looking for an answer. Gets blocked. Gets the ball back. Shoots another 3. And drains it! Norman Powell with 9 points here in the first quarter. What a start in this one, folks. Franz Wagner driving, spinning. Good defense by Wiggins. Forces a miss, but a late foul is called. And Wagner will head to the line for 2. That's the second foul on Andrew Wiggins here early. Wiggins with his second foul. We'll see if Miami leaves him in or goes to the bench here early. Wagner's free throw good. Makes it a 15-13 game. Wiggins will head to the bench. And the first man off the bench for Miami this season will be Jaime Jaquez Jr. as he checks in with 8:28 here in this first quarter. Wagner's second free throw, looking to make it a 1-point game. He does. Now the Magic put on a little bit of a press here. Desmond Bane defending Jaquez. Jaquez crosses the timeline. Jaime will get this offensive set initiated. Finds Powell off a curl. Into the lane. Floater, no good. First time he's had a good look and missed. Rebound Orlando. Here comes Banchero. Picked up by Mitchell. They double Banchero. He picks up his dribble and swings the Bane. Bane, sidestep 3 over Jovic is good. My goodness. I don't know if they made the baskets wider in Orlando, but each team can't miss. Davion Mitchell the other way, quickly. Floater, can't hit it. Offensive rebound, Jovic. Put back, no good there for Nikola, but a late foul call as he got, I think, kneed in the nuts. Call a spade a spade. Jovic got drilled in the nuts. It's a fast-paced opening first quarter here in Orlando between two teams that usually play a lot slower, but new-look teams. Desmond Bane wasn't on this Magic team a year ago. Norman Powell wasn't on this Heat team a year ago. No challenge. Jovic will get 2 free throws. Makes the first. Chance to tie this game up at 17. Jovic now on the board for the first time tonight. The newly signed 4-year, $62 million man right before training camp got underway in September. Jovic signed that extension. He knocks down both free throws, and we're tied up at 17. Tyus Jones the other way for the Magic. Banchero hasn't really looked for a shot yet. Now takes a contested deep 2 over Bam and makes it. I mean, both these teams just simply can't miss. It's actually unbelievable. Jaquez quickly the other way, kicks it out to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell drives on Tyus Jones, kicks out to Jovic. Jovic lines up a three, and he knocks it home. I mean, I'm telling you, they might have made these baskets wider, dude. I can't get over what I'm watching offensively from these two teams. Tyus Jones driving, floater, no good. Good rebound there by Adebayo, and he'll push for Miami as they lead by 1. Bam swings at the Powell. Powell drives, kicks. Davion Mitchell wide open right wing 3. And that's good! I mean, this up-tempo Heat offense is something to behold here early. Heat lead by 4, and then a whistle here as Jaquez is called for a foul, grabbing Franz Wagner, and we'll have our first break in the action. While we have this first time out, it's a good time to tell you about our sponsor on today's show. That is Prize Picks, so let us tell you about that. This Heat Report stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. You and I make decisions every single day, and with those right decisions, they can get you paid, and it's just simple, easy decisions over on Prize Picks. You can actually now do stacks on the app, meaning you could pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more than on Bam Adebayo points, field goals, assists? Well, now you can over on Prize Picks, all in the same lineup. Who's going off, who is not. You can make your picks in less than 60 seconds. I have an entry in for today's game. I took advantage of the max discount yesterday. Be on the lookout for those. More than half a point for Steph Curry. I got it paired up with more than Nikola Jovic, 6.5 rebounds and assists, and less than Paolo Banchero, 25.5 points. That is my 3-player entry for today's game. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's live stream. We'll keep you updated on how my picks ultimately go. Banchero only 2 points, so not the worst start there, I'll say that. High-scoring game, man. I can't get over this. I really can't. I really can't get over the scoring that's going on right now. I can't get over it, man. We've been having an up-tempo game. Norman Powell has been the man to make it happen. Leading scorer for the Heat in this one. 9 early points on 2 or 3 shooting from 3. Couple boards, couple assists too. Powell really getting in the action, and he has been the one playing with the most pace. That is for sure. Powell's been absolutely phenomenal so far in this game. But you can't not mention Bam Adebayo having a terrific start to this game offensively. 6 points, made a 3, has a rebound. Love what I've seen from Bam. I love what I've seen from everyone so far. Can't complain. Can't complain. All right, back in action. Here we go. Heat get a stop, and Bam Adebayo tracks down the rebound here halfway through this first quarter. Heat lead 23-19. No substitutions right now for the Heat. Same group out there. Bam driving on Carter. Bump, throws up a floater. Foul called on Wendell Carter Jr. And Adebayo, who made a habit of getting to the free throw line in the preseason, going to get to the charity stripe for his 2nd and 3rd attempts of the game. So like what I'm seeing early from Bam. Like what I'm seeing early from Bam offensively. Hopefully this continues. As Adebayo's at the line. If you want the Heat to beat the Magic, hit that thumbs up icon. 468 people watching on opening night. Hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes ASAP. We have 132. Bam made the first free throw, putting Miami up by 5. Largest lead in this game was 7 when they led 10-3, I believe. Adebayo can't make the second, so the lead will stay at 5. Tyus Jones brings it up. Heat 7 of 8 at the line as a team. They've gotten there early and often. I love it. Tyus Jones guarded by Davion Mitchell. Good job defensively here for Miami. Banchero working on Jovic, takes a tough step back two, comes up short. Offensive rebound Orlando, and Desmond Bane is fouled on a three-point attempt. The foul will be on Powell, and 3 free throws coming for Bane. What's up, buddy? Yeah. Yeah. I think it was until they won. They lost 10 games in a row. Yeah, but I didn't actually follow through with it because I didn't expect them to lose 10 in a row. I did do a 3-day fast. But like I said, I'm not eating until the Heat win again. And I did that because they had 2-game span, or 2 games in 3 days. And they were playing like the 2 worst teams in the league. So I was like, oh, they're just going to win. And then they lost to them. But Bane goes 2 of 3. So it's 24-21. Davion Mitchell pick and roll with Jovic. Mitchell swings to the corner for Bam. Adebayo jab step three-pointer. No good there. Rebound Tyus Jones. He'll push, trailing by 3. Banchero gets downhill, spins on Jovic, and finishes. Pretty move by Paolo Banchero. I already fixed it. Yeah, but we'll do that tomorrow. Jovic turns it over the other way. Heat up-tempo offense working against them there. Tyus Jones brings it up now, gets it over to Banchero. Second turnover of the game for Miami. Banchero backing down on Jaquez. Kicks it out to Bane. 10 seconds on the clock. Bane drives. Loses it. Mitchell with the steal. He out in transition. Davion to the rim. Layup. Good. Defense to offense for the Heat, but here come the Magic quickly. Bane to the rim. Can't finish. Good defense by Jovic. Rebound Jaquez. Heat pushing again. Jovic to the rim. To the corner. Powell open 3. No good. It rattled in and out. Early offense for Miami, generating good looks, all starting from their defense, though. Heat 5 of 7 from beyond the arc after that miss. They haven't really been able to, 5 of 8 now after that miss. Banchero double-teamed in the block, swinging it to Tyus Jones. One more to Isaac. Corner 3 there. No good. Rebound Jovic. He'll push for Miami. 4 on 3. Jovic to Bam. Adebayo resets it around the perimeter to Jovic. His 3. Good! Jovic with his second 3 of the game. He's got 8 points. Heat lead by 6. How about this offense? Banchero the other way, fading away in the mid-post. Comes up short. Heat get another stop. Davion Mitchell going to push. Mitchell not picked up. Shoots a 3. Too strong. And the rebound down to Isaac, and the Magic will go a little slower here. Banchero now isolating on Jaquez at the top of the key. Over to Tyus Jones. Catch and shoot 3. No good. Offensive rebound Wendell Carter, but Davion Mitchell just takes it away from him. Another steal for Miami. Mitchell's second, and the Heat will call a timeout to slow things down. Heat lead 29-23. A fast-paced first quarter benefiting Miami. What a start to this one, folks. What a start to this one. And how about this as well? We got a $50 super chat from the GOAT of the Heat Report, Jesus Batista Bang! Shout out to the GOAT of the Heat Report, Jesus Batista. Gets into the Heat Report Hall of Fame for the 25-26 season. He also gets a bunch of raffle tickets for our month-long raffle. So let me write all of this down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So shout out to Batista. If you weren't aware of our super chat menu today, for the 500 people watching, we have a fun one. $5 gets you a raffle ticket. Our month-long raffle, which will go from October to the end of November, will be the Heat Report Hall of Fame basketball from a year ago. 24-25 Hall of Fame. You see all the names on the ball. We're going to be raffling this off, and whoever wins it will get our Hall of Fame ball from a year ago. That runs until the end of November. $5 to get a raffle ticket for it. Wasim Khan, Jesus Batista, the two people with a bunch of raffle tickets. Each of the two of them have 10 tickets. Actually, Wasim has 11. $10, I'm doing 10 push-ups. $20 or more gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame for this year. Board is on the way. We'll get it hopefully next week. And I take down shots. But for $50 super chats, we take down some beer bongs. I got another happy dab in studio. Pour this bad boy up and get chugging. Batista, always good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well with work, the fam. Appreciate you for the support, as always. Excuse me. You said scoreboard is ahead? All right, we'll try to slow it down by a second, see if that works. Don't want it to be ahead. We try to time it up where it's equal, but we'll see. We'll see. What a start offensively, though, for Miami, man. It has just been a pleasure to watch this Heat offense work. It's been a great pleasure to watch this work. Heat will be on the offensive end. Out of the timeout, Dru Smith in, Fontecchio in, and Kel'el Ware in. They run a set for Powell. He curls downhill and gets a floater to go. Powell in the double figures with 11 points. So Powell, Fontecchio, Smith, Jaquez, and Ware, the 5 on the floor for Miami. Substitutions for Orlando as well. They're trying to get to Banchero inside. They finally do. 5 on the shot clock. Banchero facing up, doubled, spins away. Tough fadeaway jumper, no good. Excellent defense by Miami. Rebound, here comes Jaquez. Jaquez to the rim, fouled. I think they're going to say in the act of shooting by Anthony Black. So Jaquez going to the line for a pair. The Heat are in the bonus regardless, so 2 free throws. You're saying ahead by 7 seconds? All right, we'll see here. Okay, I guess it is. All right, let me try to do it. Move it back to let's go to 15 seconds. We'll go to 15 seconds, and we'll move this down to about 11. Go 13. Jaquez misses the second free throw. 32-23. Heat lead by 9. Largest lead of the game. Tyus Jones drives, kicks. It's Anthony Black. He goes downhill. Blocked! Wiggins back in, and he rejects it. Heat out in transition. Fontecchio pull up 2. Foot was on the line, but he buries it. 10-0 run for the lead. Heat. They're up by 11. That was a 2, not a 3. It is 34-23. Anthony Black gets it over to Tyus Jones. Foul whistled on Fontecchio. Wiggins checks in with 2 fouls. He took Norman Powell out. Excellent defensive play. Heat get out in transition, and then Fontecchio had his toe on the line. But love to see Fontecchio pull up with confidence in transition and knock down a jumper. Franz Wagner misses the free throw. 2.5 to go in this opening 12. Heat leading by 11. They have shot a ridiculous 60% from 3. Wagner's second free throw is good there. So 34-24. Jaquez brings it up the right side. Magic find a little bit of press. Jaquez crossing over, driving inside. Floater, good! Jaquez taking Anthony Black off the dribble. Suggs drives, kicks. Anthony Black 3. He just banked it in. ridiculous. Heat drive, kick. Jaquez going to try a corner three. Comes up short. Got a good look there. Now I think we might be a little too behind. We'll see. Suggs driving. Has Dru Smith on his back. Finds Tristan da Silva driving back door. But it's fouled by Kel'el Ware. Free throw by Da Silva, good. 36-28. $580 people watching. Get the Heat's chance in the comment section. Spam the fireball emojis. Let's close out this quarter strong. Second free throw missed, so Heat lead remains 8. Jaquez gets the board. He pushes quickly. Finds trailing Ware. Swung around to Dru Smith. Smith over to Jaquez now. Jaquez has looked good early in this one. Finds Dru Smith on a backdoor cut. To the rim. Layup, no. Kel'el Ware, offensive rebound, but his putback is blocked by Badazzi. But I love that offensive rebound effort there by Ware. Suggs now the other way. Gets to the rim and finishes over Jaquez. 36-30 now. Minute 20 to go. Suggs has 5 for Orlando. Fontecchio, guarded by Da Silva, turnover, stepped out of bounds. Third turnover the first quarter for Miami. Magic with a pair. Wagner pick and roll. Gets downhill. Kicks out to Anthony Black for 3. No good there. Rebound out of bounds. Who are they going to say it touched last? They're going to say it was off of Kel'el Ware as he was fighting with Goga Badazzi for the board. Stays with Orlando. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter in the baseline. Black inbounds at the Suggs. Curling corner 3. Good. 36-33. Jaquez driving on Da Silva. Kicks it out to Fontecchio, but it's a turnover. Bad pass. Wagner out and running. Wagner lobbing to Anthony Black for a alley-oop slam. And it's a 1-point game. An 11-0 run by the Magic over the last 90 seconds. What a fascinating first quarter we've had in Orlando. And then the Magic commit a foul 37 feet away from the basket, and the Heat are going to get free throws out of it. Four-second differential, shot clock, game clock, so Heat likely going to have last possession of the opening quarter. Wiggins with a chance to get a couple free throws here, though. Misses the first. Heat have gotten to the free throw line a ton here in the opening quarter. I think this is their 11th and 12th free throw attempts. They're 8 of 11 right now. Make it 9 of 12. Oh boy. Why is it really that bad? I think that's a mistake. 37-35. Wagner driving, spinning, turns it over. Dru Smith with a steal. Smith drops to Wiggins. Wiggins lays it up and in. So not a mistake. 39-35. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Badazzi to Wagner. His right wing 3. Good. And we'll end the quarter there. 39-38. One of the most high-scoring first quarters I have ever seen. My goodness. What a ridiculous first quarter there. An absolute ridiculous first quarter. We'll look at some first quarter stats here in a second. Our offense has been playing well early, that is for sure. There's no doubt about that. Just taking us some looks around the league right now. Hornets up 38-32. And some other games just getting underway. All right, let's look at some first quarter stats here. New graphic system for a new year of NBA basketball. Leading scorer for Miami in this one is no one else other than Norman Powell. 11 points, 2 assists, 2 boards, shooting 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Powell making himself known to the Heat fans early in this one. Davion Mitchell also with a strong first quarter. 5 points, 4 assists, no turnovers, 3 boards. Stuff in the stat sheet is Mr. Davion Mitchell. We haven't seen Pelle Larsson check into this game at all, but we have seen Jaime Jaquez Jr. off the bench give you 3 points. Made a nice little 4-foot floater, got to the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Nikola Jovic, the man who scored a $62 million contract extension, worth the money early. 8 points, 2 boards, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. And then Bam Adebayo with a strong first quarter as well. 7 points, 2 boards, 2 of 3 from the field, and 1 of 2 from 3. Heat shooting really efficient from the 3 as well as the field. Make sure you have subscribed if you haven't already. On the road to 25K subscribers. If we get there today, I will take down a beer bong, 128 away. Why isn't Ware starting? Because they need the spacing, size, and shooting and playmaking that Jovic provides. And, I mean, he looked really good early. Jovic had 8 points, a couple boards, good defensive possessions as well. As we start up the second quarter here, Pelle Larsson is in the game. He subs in for Jaime Jaquez. Wiggins gets downhill to the rim. Easy layup. Great blow-by drive by Andrew Wiggins to put Miami back up by 3. 41-38. Tyus Jones pick and roll. Swings it to Wagner, who's been hot. Wagner working on Larsson. Wagner, Euro step. Fouled on the pass, though. So it will be side out for Orlando. Wagner, backdoor cut, lays it up and in, 41-40. Heat defense has not been good. Dru Smith driving the other way, loses the handle, turns it over. Orlando has a chance to retake the lead. Anthony Black to Jones, corner triple. No good. And Ware grabs the board using that 4.5-inch wingspan. Ware will line up a right wing 3. And he knocks it home! Ware onto the board for the first time tonight, and Miami's hot three-point shooting continues. Heat look like they're in a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight. Black drives inside, reverse layup, no. Goga Badazzi offensive rebound, put back good. That is where Ware just has to grow up a little bit. Can't get beat on the glass like that, big fella. 2-point game, 44-42. Both teams have 3 offensive rebounds. Wiggins isolating on Tristan da Silva. Spinning. Step back. 2-point shot. Nails! What a move by Andrew Wiggins. 7 points here in the first half. Heat are shooting 60%. Anthony Black inside. Absorbs some contact and lays it home. Once again, Heat defense non-existent. 7 points for the former top 10 pick out of Arkansas. Larsson, quick catch and shoot 3. That one too strong. Rebound Orlando, and they have a chance to tie or take the lead here on this possession. But Dotsie inside. Wagner just loses it, but they say Larsson grabbed him, and it's a foul on Miami. Second foul on Larsson. Not a surprise if you know Larsson has an issue staying out of foul trouble. If you want the Heat to win, hit that thumbs up icon. We got 650 people in the building. Hit that like button, man. hit that like button. Let's get 200 likes. We're 27 away. Badatse has it, top of the key, sets a screen now for De Silva. De Silva lobbing, too high, turned over. Ware picks up the loose ball. Heat out and running. Fontecchio to the rim. His layup, good! Tough finish there through traffic, and Miami has a 4-point lead once again. Heat have done really well in transition when they have gotten stops. They just haven't gotten a ton of stops. Black drives inside, drop-off pass deflected out of bounds by Larsson, and it will stay with Orlando. Out of the baseline play, three-pointer for Tristan De Silva, no good. Rebound, Kel'el Ware. He's got 3 boards to go with his 3 points. Wiggins backing down on Black, has the size advantage, gets to his right hand, can't make the right hook, spun in and out. Tough break there for Andrew Wiggins. Orlando now the other way. Wagner gets behind the Heat defense and lays it up and in. 2-point game once again. Wagner now with 12 points in the half. Larsson over to Ware. Ware thought about a 3, but kicks it to Smith and sets him a screen. Dru Smith turns the corner, gets into the lane, and banks it home himself. So Orlando, one of the top defenses a year ago, struggling defending this Heat offense that has 50 points with 8 minutes to play in the first half. De Silva driving, layup, good. I just can't get over this high-scoring affair. Ware trailing 3. Too strong there. I don't know if that's the shot. 5 seconds into the shot clock. Heat shooting 58%. Magic shooting 52%. Fontecchio whistled for a foul. They're saying the act of shooting? Disagree with that. 2 free throws coming for Orlando to try to tie the game. 11 likes away from 200. Hit that thumbs up icon. Come on, let's get to 200 likes. Second foul on Fontecchio. De Silva, second-year forward out of Colorado at the line. Makes the first. Seven likes away from 200. Hit that like button. Come on, baby. Dru Smith will head to the bench. Davion Mitchell back in for Miami. Started this game for the Heat. Adebayo back in as well. Ware takes the seat. So it's Fontecchio, Bam, Wiggins, Mitchell, and Jaquez. Both free throws good. We're knotted up at 50. 8 minutes to go in this first half. Jaquez, top of the key, working on Anthony Black. Backing down, they isolate Jaquez now. Spins. Kicks it out to Fontecchio. Quick release 3. No good. Rebound Banchero, who just checked back in. Banchero marked by Adebayo the other way. De Silva relocates for a 3 and buries it. It's a 3-point Magic lead, and the Heat are going to call a timeout. So 53-50, as we are just playing at an unbelievable pace here in the first half. While we have our first TV timeout of the second quarter, let me tell you about the presenting sponsor on today's live show. This Heat Report stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. You and I make decisions every single day, and with those right decisions, they can get you paid. And it's just simple, easy decisions over on Prize Picks. You can actually now do stacks on the app, meaning you could pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more than on Bam Adebayo points, field goals, assists? Well, now you can over on Prize Picks, all in the same lineup. Who's going off, who is not. You can make your picks in less than 60 seconds. I have an entry in for today's game. I took advantage of the max discount yesterday. Be on the lookout for those. More than half a point for Steph Curry. I got it paired up with more than Nikola Jovic, 6.5 rebounds and assists, and less than Paolo Banchero, 25.5 points. That is my 3-player entry for today's game. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. You saw my picks on PrizePicks. A little update there. Jovic has got 2 boards, no assists, so he needs 5 rebounds and assists the rest of the way. In Banchero, I took the less than on 25.5 points. He's got 4 points here, so not a good start offensively for him. Very much in play there here since I took advantage of that max discount. Knicks leading 44-38. All right, here we go. This is our Super Chat menu. If you haven't seen, $5 for a raffle ticket, month-long raffle for our Heat Report Hall of Fame ball from a year ago. $10, I do 10 push-ups. Heat down 3. With ball, 7.5 to go in the first half. Wiggins gets inside, loses the handle, kicks out to Norman Powell. Powell drives, gets blocked, gets his own rebound. Back out to Wiggins. The pass was tipped. Powell to the corner. It's an Adebayo 3. No good. Chaotic sequence there for Miami. Got a good look, just couldn't get it to go. De Silva the other way. Layup, no good, but Badazzi with the offensive putback is good. It's a 9-0 Magic run. They lead 55-50. Largest lead of the game for Orlando. Miami led as much as 11. Magic has never led more than they have right now. Heat just got to be better on the glass. Got to be better on the glass. 7:03 go. Jovic checks back in. Jaquez takes a seat. Mitchell can't get it to Powell. Now gets to Jaquez. Jovic in the corner. Jovic got stripped by Banchero. Another turnover for Jovic, his second. Banchero to the rim, gets inside, and 1. And the Heat are now down 7. Banchero couldn't get the free throw to go, so Heat down by 7. Powell the other way, elbow jumper, good, gets the friendly roll, ends that 11-0 run. He now down 5. Powell with 13 points in the half. Banchero at the elbow to the corner. Wendell Carter Jr. 3, no good there. Rebound grabbed by Powell. Powell's been the Heat's best player today. 4 rebounds, 13 points, creating a lot of offense. He drives inside, gets to his left hand. Can't get it to go. Wanted a foul, no call. Banchero the other way. Bane at the right wing. Slows it down and resets the offense. Banchero now working on Jaquez. Drives inside. Out to Jones. Swung to Bane. Bane drives. Good defense by Miami. 5 on the shot clock now. Tyus Jones. Swings it to Banchero. Contested 3. No. Best defensive possession of the night for Miami without a question. Adebayo with the board. He'll push. Pushes it up the head to Jaquez. Gets inside for the layup. That's the possession you want to see. Defensive stop, rebound, push, easy layup the other way. Jaquez with 5. Heat down 3. Bane has it, guarded by Mitchell. Receives the screen. Good job by Mitchell evading that screen. Forces a turnover. Jaquez picks up the loose ball. Heat have 4 on 3. Jaquez to the rim. To Adebayo. Push shot floater. No. One more pass, Bam, and you had Jovic for a layup. But gets back on defense, luckily, and tips the ball out of bounds. It'll be Magic ball on the baseline. That was a frustrating 4 on 3 break. Bam had a great look at it, but he could have easily just dropped it off to Jovic for a layup rather than his little 5-foot push shot. Bam's got to make that push shot regardless. But good to get back defensively. Down 3, 5 minutes to go in the half. Wendell Carter Jr. inside. Excuse me, that was Banchero. He got fouled by Bam after a back screen, and Banchero will go to the line for 2. Heat down 3 here. Up-tempo first half. A lot of scoring. Banchero just missed a free throw a second ago. Makes that one. 58-54. Nine years in Miami. Can't believe this is Bam's 9th season. 5th player to play 9+ seasons in Miami. Unbelievable. Banchero misses the second, so good foul there, if you will. Heat down by 4. Jovic driving the other way. He backs down on Wagner. Fascinating matchup between those two. Jovic just loses the ball out of bounds. That's his 3rd turnover. Get some stops on the defensive end. Let that go to our offense. Tyus Jones pick and roll, turns it over. Jovic read it. He'd have numbers, but they call a foul on Wagner after Jovic jumped the passing lane and got the steal. Just on cue, I get what I asked for. I asked for a defense to offense moment. Jovic gets the stop, read the keys there for Orlando. Wagner with the foul, no fast break foul. It will be Heat ball side out. They get it to Bam. Bam faces up on Carter. Jab stop, travel. Another turnover on Miami. Too many. Did Bam lose his headband, or has he not been wearing one today? Honestly, I wish I knew, because I thought Bam was wearing a headband, but he's not wearing one right now. Too many turnovers for Miami today. It's been an issue. Magic have 10 points off Miami's turnovers. Chance to add to that total right here. Desmond Bane on a back cut. It's stolen away by Davion Mitchell. His 2nd steal of the game. Heat starting to get some stops defensively. Jovic pick and roll with Bam. Jovic drops it into Bam. Bam faces up on Wagner. Quick baseline drive, fouled, and that will be 2 free throws coming for Adebayo, who has gotten to the line today. So good defense, 3 straight possessions where Miami has gotten a stop or a turnover forced. Actually, 3 of the last 4. They got a stop, foul, and then 2 turnovers forced. But I love what I've been seeing in the last couple minutes defensively. More of an effort there. Adebayo's first free throw good. Chance to pull Miami within 2. Adebayo makes both free throws, so it's a 58-56 game. Under 4 to go in the opening 24. Wagner drives, Euro steps. What a pretty move. Jaquez left in the dust. Wagner's a special talent, man. 14 first half points. Davion Mitchell driving inside. Gets to his left hand. Just took Desmond Bane off the dribble. You can't stop Davion. 7 points for Mitchell. Bane pull up 3. No good. Rebound grabbed by Jovic, but they whistle. No, they whistle Wendell Carter Jr. Wait, who are they calling it on? Yeah, they're calling it on Wendell Carter Jr. Offensive rebound. Went over the back of Adebayo. Going the other way back to Miami. Saying Wendell Carter Jr. hooked Bam's arm. Love that call. He a little bit undersized in this game because the Magic have a ton of size with Wagner, Banchero, and Carter. But he out-rebounding Orlando by 1, 21-20. 3 minutes to go in the opening half. He'd have their starting lineup on the floor here to close this half. Bam, driving, fouled by Carter, and Adebayo's getting to the line again. Could I not spell aggressiveness? I'm trying to tweet this out. I can't spell. Bam at the line here. Chance to tie up the game. Makes the first. Adebayo now with 9 points in this one. It's been a line for 6 or 7 attempts. 3:01 to go here. Bam makes both free throws. We're tied up at 60. Heat 11 of 14 from the line as a team. Magic 9 of 13. Wagner drives and somehow banks it home. And the Magic go back up in front. Tough finish there by Wagner. Adebayo the other way. Turns it over. Desmond Bane with the steal. Finds a trailing Wagner who's feeling it. Step back 3 over Nikola Jovic. Good. My goodness, is Wagner on fire. He's got 19 first half points. Heat down 5. Jovic on the right wing. Swings at the Powell. Now Wiggins. Wiggins faces up on Banchero. Gets a screen. Wiggins, 5 seconds to go. Driving, spinning. Creates separation at the foul line and buries a jumper. Tough move, Andrew Wiggins. Gets Miami within 3. 2 minutes to go in the half. Dos! Manitos! 9 points for Wiggins. Banchero drives, spinning. Can't get to go. Rebound, fought for, gathered by Wiggins. He'd have numbers if they push. Powell to Mitchell. Mitchell for the tie. Good! Tied up at 65. Defense to offense for Miami. Bane to the rim. Fouled, and he'll get 2 free throws. A lot of fouls, a lot of free throws. Very quick pace today. We'll have a timeout on the floor. 65 all. Minute 33 to go. What a wild first half. 700 people watching. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. I'll make a deal. If we get a $20 super chat between now and the half, has to be before halftime begins, instead of $50 for a beer bong, I'll do a beer bong for $20. So $20, I'll do a beer bong, and you get into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Super chat menu for today, $5 gets you a raffle ticket for our Heat Report Hall of Fame month-long raffle for the ball from last season. $10 is 10 push-ups. $20 is usually into the Hall of Fame and a shot, but right now it would be a beer bong and into the Hall of Fame. Got to be between now and the half. Appreciate the 700 people hanging with us here on opening night in the NBA. It's been a ton of fun being back on the channel live and calling this game. Knicks taking it to Cleveland, up 6-17. Up 17. Looking at some of the other picks that I had today. Brandon Miller with 10 points. I think Brandon Miller might be an all-star this year, folks. I'm high on Brandon Miller. High on Brandon Miller. Jalen Johnson, boy, is he good. Boy, is he good. Simons with a 3. Close again, back in action here. Norm Powell, leading scorer for Miami in this first half, 13 points. Franz Wagner, leading scorer in the game. He's got 19. Bane at the free throw line here. Puts the Magic back in front by 1, 66-65. Oh, pair of $20 super chat. Shout out Ron Double R. Let's go, Heat. Let's go. Second free throw, good for Bane, so 67-65. We'll showcase the other super chat here in a second as we inch closer to the half. Mitchell to Bam at the elbow. Bam attacking Badazzi. Bumps him. Floater. Rattles in and out. Why did it move on me? Heat down 2 with a minute to go. Bane, pick and roll, sidestep, mid-range shot, buries it. Tough shot there by Bane. They go back in front by 4. Minute to go in this first half. It's close strong, Miami. Close strong. Wiggins driving downhill, Euro step floater. No, not what we needed. Now we need to stop. Bane in transition, picked up by Davion Mitchell. Swings it over to Black. Black gets a screen. Drives, kicks to Wagner in the corner. Wagner, step back 3 over Wiggins. No good. Jovic with the board. Heat should go 2 for 1 here. 14-second differential. Pulls up deep 3. Jovic. That's not the shot there, man. I get going 2 for 1, but you can't take a bad shot like that. Well, Heat will have final possession, but they trail by 4, so they will not be leading at the break. But let's get a stop and a bucket to stay within a score at the half. Wiggins defending Wagner. Wagner hands it off to Bane. Bane attacks Mitchell. Tough contested fadeaway. No. Rebound by Powell. 5 seconds to go in the half. Powell brings it up. 3, 2, half quarter at the buzzer. Comes up a bit short. And that will be the half. So after first 24 minutes of the season, Heat trails 69-65. Heat trailing 69-65 at the half. Shout out to Ron Double R. Let me get your raffle tickets, Ron Double R, and make sure I get you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Our Heat Report Hall of Fame board is coming in this upcoming next week. So we'll have the names on board officially next week, but we're writing it down now so we do not forget. We got Wasim Khan, Simply Archive, Jesus Batista, Ron Double R, and now Jim Landry. Shout out to Jim Landry getting into the Hall of Fame. Appreciate everybody who's sent in a super chat today. Really appreciative. I'm producing today's show by myself, but more super chats and donations that come in, they show our bosses here at Chat Sports that this channel deserves more love and we can get a producer with us more often, and which would give us more opportunities to go live and have a ton of fun. Even more fun than we always do. But shout out to Jim Landry. Shout out to Ron Double R. We'll go over some first half stats here in a second, but time to take down a beer. Got the Wild Cherry Happy Dad. Ron Double R says, new sub, LOL. I have 2 different channels. That's legendary, Ron Double R. Appreciate you. Got a message, Coop. Coop! I don't know where he is. I got a message, Coop. I don't know where Coop went, but I need him. All right, let's look at some first half stats here as Miami trails 69 to 65. Defense certainly an option in this game. Leading scorer for Miami is the newcomer, Norman Powell. He's got 13 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists at the half. Made his first 2 threes, missed his last 2. But you can just tell that he is, without a question, the most gifted offensive player Miami has. The fluidity that he shows in terms of his ability to get open looks and the quick release from beyond the arc. I love what I'm seeing from Norman Powell. It just has been awesome to watch early. And this one has been a very fun game. And when I'm looking here at what else I saw from this first half, you got to love what Bam showed. 2 for 6 from the field isn't great, but the fact that he's got 11 points and the fact that he has been aggressive getting to the free throw line, he has 5 points from the field, and he's got 6 at the line. He's 6 of 7 from the charity stripe. Jimmy Butler, obviously, is known for being able to get to the line and generate a lot of free throws. He's not here this season, right? How are the Heat going to generate those looks that gets them easy buckets by going to the line? Adebayo certainly taking that mantle on. Andrew Wiggins has looked really good offensively in this one. All 9 points, 1 or 2 at the line, 4 shots inside the arc. Has gotten to the rim, couple tough step back mid-range shots at the elbow, which have been really good to see. Hasn't shot a 3 yet, but Andrew Wiggins displaying a really comfortable look to him on the offensive end of the floor. Nikola Jovic, I think, has been good outside of the 3 turnovers. He's been effective on the glass, 3 boards. Made a couple triples early, started the game 2 of 2 from 3, but man, he's got to be a little bit more careful with the ball. Value the basketball. Jaime Jaquez Jr. off the bench has 5. He's looked solid early here in this one. Like what I've been seeing from him. Looks more comfortable in his own skin. How about Davion Mitchell, man? 10 points, 4 assists, 3 boards, no turnovers, and a pair of triples in that first half. Has done well defensively early as well. I'm excited for Davion to continue to impress this season. He has looked really good. Kel'el Ware has 3 points and 3 boards. Hasn't played a ton in this game. Has actually only played 8 minutes. Played 8 minutes in the first half. All the starters played 15 or 14 minutes. Jaquez, 14 minutes off the bench. Yeah, it's been a high-scoring game. Heat unable to really stop the Magic. I mean, Desmond Bane's got 14 first-half points. He's been unstoppable. He'd have held Paolo Banchero in check, only 7 points for the star, Paolo Banchero. But they have been unable to contain Franz Wagner, who leads the game in points with 19, 7 of 9 from the field. Heat just simply have not been able to stop anyone. I mean, everybody's been an issue defensively. I mean, the Heat are just playing so quick. They're not getting back defensively. A lot of turnovers at play as well. Certainly hasn't helped. It's been an odd game. When you play at this quick pace that Miami's playing at, it's going to be tough to generate stops. Can you grab another one? Thank you. It's tough to generate stops right now. But hey, first half of the season in the books. Grade the Heat's first half. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade it. And we also got a new live poll. Who you got, Heat Magic? Thank you, Coop. I owe a second beer bong for my guy, Jim Landry. Coop just delivered the Happy Dad. Pour this bad boy out, and let's get drinking. Appreciate you, my friend. Shout out to all the people supporting the channel. We got Ultimate saying F, Ishi B-, Comet C, Condescending C, Apple User B, Cud B, A- from Emret, Simply B+, Kane Angel C, Gucci C+, McKenna B, Greg D, Oh My C+, B-, B, C+, C. I mean, I'll go C. I'll go B-. I'll go B-. Offense has been phenomenal. Defense has been abysmal. I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat it. Defense has been abysmal, but a lot of turnovers certainly hasn't helped. A lot of turnovers. He definitely got to buckle it up. He got to buckle it up. The Nets are going to be so bad this year. The Hornets are beating them 73-60 in the first half. That's just a bad ball club. Started Ben Seraph. Started it. The rookie they drafted out of Israel in the 20s over Agor Demen. They drafted early, and we haven't seen the other first-round pick, Nolan Traore. Woo! C+, we need Ware, says Batista. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Do I have... Let me see something here. Oh, how about this? Yeah, this is dope. Hold on, watch this. In that first half, he had 65 points. We have first half stats. Shooting 51% from the field, 44% from 3. Great the line, 13 assists as well. Oh, we haven't even advanced stats. How about this? That's sick. New graphics. How about this, folks? True shooting percentage, 64.9. How about that? The 9 turnovers. Now, so this needs to be worked out. 9 turnovers can't work. So we have, as a team, 13 assists to 9 turnovers. Not good. Not good. Hopefully the turnovers put a little low. Sorry, just responding to a couple messages there. Still over 500 people watching. Yeah, Jovic is, I said he's been way too sloppy today. Jovic's been way too sloppy. Needs to reel it in. Needs to reel it in today. Hopefully he does, though. Hopefully he does. Suggs played a little bit in that first half. He looked good when he was on the floor. Only played in 5 minutes, though. How about VJ Edgecombe? NBA debut, 14 points today. I loved Edgecombe, man. He was my third guy in this draft. I loved Edgecombe. I thought he was the rightful pick by the Sixers at 3. I think he fit them the best, and I think he just is an unbelievable talent. I had Flag 1, Harper 2, and VJ 3. Then I had, I think, Trey Johnson 4. I love Trey. Jeremiah Fierce 5. And then I had our guy, Kasparas Jakucionis 6. I was a big Jakucionis guy. And I had Ace Bailey 7. Which is why I can't believe Yak fell to 20. It's really awesome. I can't wait to see him on the court for Miami. Can't wait to see him on the court. We're under 100 subscribers away from 25K. I said it, if we get to 25K subscribers, I'm doing a beer bong on the house today. Let's get there for the aforementioned rookie, Kasparas Jakucionis. We're 99 away. I think we get to 25K today. Any updates today or on Yak? No, dealing with a groin strain. We'll see how long he's out. Hasn't really practiced the last couple of days. I would expect at least a week. And even when he's healthy, is he going to crack the rotation? I don't know. So it looks like it's going to be either Dru Smith or Jakucionis. And I know Coach Eric Spoelstra, boy, oh boy, does he love himself some Dru Smith. Yeah, but I don't hate Batista's going to make a good point. Sloppy by Jovic today, but Heat still +7 with him on the floor. Let's hope we can get a good second half rolling here. Come on. All right, I want the second half to start off with a good start. I need the chat on fire. Spam those fireball emojis. Get the chat on fire as the second half about to start. About to get the second half started. Let's get the vibes up in the chat, man. Get the vibes up in the chat. Heat starting lineup has been good today. Powell with 13, Mitchell with 10, Wiggins with 9, Jovic with 8, Bam with 10. Almost every starter's in double digits for Miami. Here we go. Second half about to get underway. Heat starting with the basketball, down by 4. A little bit of a press put on by Orlando, but backs off pretty quickly as Davion Mitchell crosses the timeline. Jovic has it right wing. They're trying to get to Powell on a curl. They do. He's at the free throw line. Working on Suggs. Pump fake. Gets inside. Lefty layup. Good. And Norman Powell gets the second half scoring. Leading score for Miami with 15. All right, let's get the defense going. Come on. Let's get some stops. Right wing is Suggs. He finds Banchero, who was quiet in that first half. Free throw line pull-up jumper. No good. Adebayo with the board. Adebayo swings it over to Jovic, and Jovic back to Bam. Back to Jovic. Jovic driving on Banchero. Kicks to the corner. Wiggins 3. Too strong. Rebound gathered by the Magic. Wagner, leading scorer in the game, gets downhill to the rim. Can't finish. And then a good rebound by Bam. Are they calling this a late shot foul? Oh my God, they are. Fuck this ref. Foul on Wiggins. Wagner getting 2 free throws. That was one of those bullshit-ass calls where it's like, oh, there really wasn't that much contact. Oh, Wagner misses. Foul. Get the fuck out of here, man. I hate refs that do that, man. Wagner at the charity stripe for a pair. Ball don't lie. Misses the first. BDL. Ball don't lie. BDL in the chat. Wagner makes the second. 3-point Heat deficit. Powell crossing over on Suggs, drives inside, absorbs contact. They're going to call him for an offensive foul. They said he initiated the contact and lowered his shoulder into Jalen Suggs. I don't know if I agree with that call there. Oh, that was a flop by Suggs. Ridiculous. Heat down 3. Banchero has it. Guarded by Adebayo. Step back. Now to Bane. Bane to Suggs. Suggs hesitates. Now drives on Wiggins. And then they're going to call Miami with a 3 seconds off. No! Offensive 3 seconds by Wendell Carter Jr. So it's a turnover on the Magic. Oh my God. He might as well pitch the tent. He was camping in there. My goodness. Davion Mitchell pick and roll with Bam. Bam at the elbow. Takes a bump and kicks it out to Powell. 10 on the shot clock. Powell, Bam pick and roll now. Powell guarded by Suggs. Powell doubled. Turnover. I mean, that offensive possession was so bad. Bane in transition dribbles it off his knee out of bounds. Lucky there for Miami to avoid a easy bucket on a turnover. He just got to get into their offensive action, the half court, a little bit quicker. When they can't run out in transition, the half court offense has been a little sloppy. Wiggins on the left wing, guarded by Wagner. Isolating. No movement offensively. Wiggins dives inside. Euro step. Loses the handle. Gets it back. 5 on the shot clock. Jovic cuts. Quick layup. No. Good cut by Jovic. I just got to make that, though. Carter. That was a travel. That was a travel. We saw 2 different travels by the Magic not called. Fuck these refs. Mitchell the other way inside. Misses the layup. Here we go. The third quarter Heat again. Suggs in the right wing. Thought about a 3. Now slows it down. Stripped but a foul. Yo, these fucking refs blow. Heat down 5. Bane on the baseline. Floater no good. Long rebound out. He'd have numbers. Mitchell out in transition. Davion to Wiggins. Oh my God, he drops it. And they get it back out to Jovic. Jovic driving inside. Euro step layup. Go. No good. And free throws coming for Miami. I don't think this is like, how could it have been that ahead? I mean, that was like 30 seconds ahead of me. Does he make both free throws? That'd be kind of crazy. But Jovic getting 2 free throws now. Jovic misses the first. So, I mean, I guess that's not accurate. That scoreboard is not accurate. 72-67. Jovic makes the second. 72-68 is the score. 4-point game. Got to get some stops defensively here. Slow, low-scoring third quarter this far after a high-paced first half. Banchero driving on Jovic. Good defense. Forces the kick out to Wagner. Wagner now attacks. Oh, I thought he traveled there. And he did. It's about time the refs made the right call. The Magic are shuffling those puppies every possession. Second turnover on Orlando. And Franz Wagner here. Heat down 4. Wiggins driving on Wagner. Cut off. Kicks it back out. Swung to Jovic. Now Powell. Powell tries his hand at a drive. Running floater. Too strong. Rebound. Gathered by Orlando. They got numbers. Wagner in transition. Lobbing to Tyus Jones. And a turnover on Orlando again. Magic and Miami both playing real sloppy ball in this second half after a really good first half. 11 turnovers for Miami in the game. Orlando with 10. Mitchell, Bam, pick and roll. Mitchell to Bam. What a feed! Davion Mitchell! And Adebayo throws it down to make it a 2-point game. Bam with 13. That was a really nice ran pick and roll by Miami. Wendell Carter Jr. inside. Spin hook. Too strong. Good defense by Jovic. He get another stop. Bam pushing. Chance to tie or take the lead. They get it into Jovic. Backing and facing up on Bane. Jovic drives baseline. Stripped. Another turnover. Jovic wanted to foul. Get back on defense, Nico. 4th turnover of the game. Unacceptable. Banchero doubled. Tyus Jones on the baseline. Out to Wagner. His 3. No. Rebound. Loose. Mitchell picks it up. Up ahead to Wiggins. Wiggins puts it down. Plus the foul! And 1. Andrew Wiggins. Tie ball game. Chance to take the lead. Come on! Excuse me. Timeout on the floor. 7:36 to go. Heat playing much better defense here in the second half. And we got a bat in our hands. And I gave myself the hiccups by screaming. God damn it. Well, it'll be the first time out of the second half. Perfect time to tell you about our sponsor on today's stream. This Heat Report stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. You and I make decisions every single day, and with those right decisions, they can get you paid. And it's just simple, easy decisions over on Prize Picks. You can actually now do stacks on the app, meaning you could pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more than on Bam Adebayo points, field goals, assists? Well, now you can over on Prize Picks, all in the same lineup. Who's going off, who is not. You can make your picks in less than 60 seconds. I have an entry in for today's game. I took advantage of the max discount yesterday. Be on the lookout for those. More than half a point for Steph Curry. I got it paired up with more than Nikola Jovic, 6.5 rebounds and assists, and less than Paolo Banchero, 25.5 points. That is my 3-player entry for today's game. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's live show. Let me know who you got. MI for the Heat, ORL for the Magic. As we actually check in on my Prize Picks lineup here, I don't think this is updated because Jovic should have 4 turnovers, I believe. But either way, no, it is updated. I don't know why he doesn't have 3 or 4 turnovers. I think he's 4. Maybe he has 3. I don't know. He has 3 rebounds, so I need 4 more rebounds and assists from Jovic. I have the less on Banchero, 25.5. He's only got 9, so I like where I'm at there. And I did take advantage of that max discount. Hopefully you did too. So we're back here. Wiggins will be at the line for a 3-point opportunity. Heat tying the game up here, 72-all, and can take the lead with a Wiggins free throw out of the break. Wiggins in the double figures now. The Heat's offense has been extremely balanced today. Bam with double digits, Davion in double digits, Wiggins in double digits, Powell in double digits, Jovic with 9 points. The only starter not in double figures, and he's got 9. So balanced starting five offensive attack to this point, and I've liked what I've seen offensively. Got to have the defense come along. Better third quarter defensively so far. Wiggins for the lead. In and out. Wiggins, if you told me Wiggins shot 30% from the free throw line, I would believe you. I feel like he's always missing free throws. So we're even at 72. Banchero driving on Jovic. Picks up his dribble and resets out to Wagner. Wagner leading scorer for Orlando. Bane driving downhill. Gets to the rim. High arcing layup off glass is good. Tough finish there by Desmond Bane as Orlando reclaims the lead. Mitchell now has it, guarded by Tyus Jones. Bam sets him a screen. Mitchell, little easy floater. That's his range. Davion Mitchell looking like a point guard that just knows what to do at all times. 12 points on the night. Banchero inside, fouled by Jovic. See, that's one of those ones. Banchero initiated all of the contact. I thought Jovic went straight up there. It's a soft call, man. It's a soft call. Banchero at the line here for two. Makes the first, putting Orlando back up in front. 90 subscribers away. 89 subscribers away. Hit that sub button. I'm Nick Roloff. We go live for almost every Heat game. We'll be live on Friday night for Heat Grizzlies. And we have videos in between every game as well. You want Heat content? I'm your guy. Diehard Heat fan since I started watching the NBA. 76-74. Mitchell driving on Tyus Jones. Discards him and floats it up and in. Davion Mitchell ties the game. 14 points. Banchero picked up by Jovic. Quick double. Heat force a turnover. Davion Mitchell forcing the action again. Mitchell swings it to Powell. Powell drives, attacks, swings it to Mitchell. He'll try a three. Way off. And Orlando now comes the other way. Banchero with it. Swings it to Bane. Bane back to Banchero. Catch and shoot three. Good. Banchero's first three. He's got 14 points now. But the Magic sleep defensively, leaving Powell wide open on the other end, and he evens the game up. Powell with the three. His third. 18 points for Norman Powell. Banchero driving on Adebayo. Loses the handle. Out of bounds. Deep point. Bam. Getting that shot out of here. Soft ass Banchero. Hit the weight room, little boy. Strap his ass up, Bam. Hell yeah. Twelfth turnover of the game for Orlando. Jaquez Dru Smith in. Smith has it. Pick and roll with Adebayo. Smith baseline. Blocked by Tyus Jones. Out of bounds. He'll stay with Miami. 9 on the shot clock. Smith, Jaquez, Bam, Wiggins, Powell. Jovic and Donovan Mitchell took a seat there. Each team shooting 50% from the field in this one. Dru Smith to inbound. Gets it to a curling Powell. Three in the corner. Too strong. Rebound down to Orlando, and they'll push. Jaquez picks up Banchero, who's certainly feeling it more offensively in this half. Bane, tough step back three. Rattles in and out. Wiggins corrals the board. Chance to take the lead for the first time this half. Powell to Jaquez. Jaquez in the block, spinning on Banchero. Up and under. Oh! Little lingerie on the deck! Banchero! Where are you going? Jaquez with a pretty move inside. Heat back up by 2. 7 points for Jaime off the bench. Wendell Carter Jr. in the corner. Screens Jones. Jones driving now on the baseline. Reverses it out to Banchero. 5 on the shot clock. Banchero spins. They double. Banchero turns it over. Adebayo has it. Heat up ahead to Jaquez. Layup good. Heat up 4. Timeout. Orlando. You know what that means, folks. If you've been with the channel, you should know the Magic need a time out. Heat lead 83-79. Spam those fireball emojis. Come on! 83-79! Get those fireball emojis in the chat! Lingerie in the deck on Orlando! We got WFAM, Colin, Slaying Cat, Kane Angel, Simply, YRN, TB12, Jason, Monty, what's up, Monty? Dennis, Tennessee, Dominic, Armrit, Random Guy, Andrew, Luis, Gerardo, Sulan, Apachito, Miguel, Brian, Dennis. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Come on, Heat. This would be such a big win to start the year, set the tone, set a statement that this is a team that is not to be trifled with. This is a team that can be competitive and not to be trifled with, folks. About to get back in action here in the third. What a move by Jaquez. Jaquez has looked phenomenal here in this first game of the season. Looks confident. And this new kind of system for Miami that is predicated on ball movement and getting out in transition looks to really benefit Jaquez rather than forcing him to be a playmaker and creator, which just is not him. Just isn't. Bane drives downhill, throws up a wild shot. Great defense, Dru Smith. And the rebound to Adebayo. Chance to extend this Heat 4-point lead. Wiggins on the wing, gets a screen from Bam. Wiggins reverses the ball. It's corner. Dru Smith, his first three-pointer of the game, no good. What an offensive rebound, Adebayo. Kick out, Wiggins three. No. Ball loose. Still loose. Miami has it. Swung to Wiggins. Another opportunity for a three. No. And then we have a foul on Jaquez trying to get the board. Unfortunate Miami could not capitalize on the couple wide open looks from three and the two offensive rebounds. But I love the effort from Miami on the glass. 6 offensive rebounds in this game so far for the Heat. 767 people watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm Nick Roloff. We're live for almost every Heat game. We're chugging a beer if we get to 25K subscribers. Daily Heat content. Live again on Friday for Heat Grizzlies. Anthony Black on the left wing to the corner for Bane. Back to Black, who's been quiet. Back to Bane now. He drives baseline. Running floater. Gets it to go. 2-point lead for Miami. That's why they brought Bane in here. Traded 3 first-round picks for him. This offseason, acquired him from Memphis. Bam, driving. Jab step, mid-range shot. Oh, pretty! Adebayo with 15. Heat lead back to 4. Banchero has it. Guard by Dru Smith. He drives, gets to the rim, and is fouled on the reach-in by Smith. I don't know how Miami allowed the 6'1 point guard to defend Paolo Banchero, but Banchero made the first free throw, 85-82. Norman Powell back into the game. Andrew Wiggins will take a seat. It's Dru Smith, Powell, Fontecchio, Bam, and Jaquez. Banchero's second free throw is good. 85-83. Miami leads. 2:50 to go in the third. Kel'el Ware set to check in. Next time out. Taking out Bam in all likelihood. Adebayo has been phenomenal in this third quarter. He's got it right now. Swings to Fontecchio. Top of the key three. No good, but a great set by Miami. Got Simone open on a curl. Magic the other way now. Suggs pick and roll. They reset it out to Black. Black now gets to Banchero, top of the key. Powell defending. Banchero picks up his dribble. Over to Suggs. Suggs now diving inside. That's a charge! Yeah! Dru Smith takes the charge! Suggs barreled right into him! Going the other way. You could say a lot about Dru Smith. One thing you have to say when you mention his name, he will put his body on the line for stops. Suggs' third foul of the game. Davion Mitchell checks back in and Dru Smith out. Powell coming in off a curl to the rim. Layup, no good. Rebound, Kel'el Ware, and they are going to say it's a foul on Orlando, and it will be Heat ball. So Ware would have had a putback. I'm actually surprised they whistled a foul on the Heat. I thought it would have been, on Magic. I thought the foul would have been on the Heat. Either way, Heat ball, second opportunity here. Powell off a curl, in traffic, loose ball. Fontecchio picks it up and throws it down. He's got 6 points. Heat lead is 4. Fontecchio's been solid in his Heat debut. Anthony Black driving inside, gets to the rim, throws it over to Wagner. Suggs in the corner, good closeout Mitchell. Suggs to the rack, finishes. Wow, tough finish from Jalen Suggs. 2-point game, 10 points for Suggs, minute and a half to go in the third. Jaquez, top of the key, swings it to Powell. Powell gets downhill, kicks it out to Jaquez. Jaquez thought about a three, now resets. Top of the key, driving on Wagner. Gets up, and they're going to call Jaquez for a travel. It's been a rough third quarter at time offensively for Miami. Second turnover of the game for Jaquez. They still lead by 2, though. Minute 15 to go in the third. Wagner to the rack. And they're going to call Ware on a goaltending. And Miami's going to call a timeout. Spoelstra not happy there. Timeout Heat. 87 all. Minute 15 to go. Looking at some, let's get the vibes back up. Spam those fireball emojis. Also, hit that thumbs up icon if you haven't already. 300 likes on 800 people watching. Let's get those like numbers up. Brandon Miller, 22.6 assists today as the Hornets lead 98-80 in the third quarter. Brandon Miller, man, I think he's going to be an all-star this year. Mark my words. Heat on the road against the Grizzlies Friday, and then 2 home games on Sunday against the Knicks, and the next Tuesday against the Hornets. We'll be live on Friday against the Grizzlies, and live next Tuesday against the Hornets. No live show on Sunday. I cover the Dolphins. Dolphins play on Sunday, and then the next Thursday when they play, Dolphins also play on Thursday. All right, here we go. 87 all, 1 minute to go. Magic go to a 2-3 zone for the first time tonight, confusing Miami out of the break. Mitchell driving, lobbing. Ware with the slam! Great job! Davion Mitchell has been awesome tonight. Minute to go in the third. Heat lead by 2. Wagner, guarded by Jaquez, spinning. Free throw line jumper. Comes up short. Rebound Fontecchio. Heat has a chance to extend their lead. Davion Mitchell over to Powell. Now Fontecchio. Fontecchio driving. Gets a step. Layup. Left it just a little bit short there. 30 seconds to go. Wagner looking to go 2 for 1. Over to De Silva. His left wing 3. Good. And just like that, the Magic go in front by 1. 2-second differential shot clock, game clock. So Miami, with a late shot in the clock, could basically take it down to the end of the quarter. Heat trailing by 1, looking to reclaim the lead. 10 seconds to go in the quarter. 7 on the shot clock. Jaquez to Powell. Powell, right wing. Crossover, drives to the line, running floater. Good! Norman Powell gives the Heat a 1-point lead. 1 second to go in the quarter. De Silva from 3/4 court. No good! And we're going to the fourth quarter with a 1-point lead. It's fourth quarter time. Get the paws in the air. Tight those fours. Powell with 20 points in the game. Pause up. Pause up. If you want to spam 4 but you can't, because you gotta be subscribed, so sub and then spam your 4s. Heat leading by 1, 12 minutes away from getting an opening night victory on the road against the Magic as 8.5-point underdogs. Come on. Come on. Spam those 4s. You gotta want it. I want it. Do you want it? I want it. Do you want it? That's the question. I hope you guys want it. Maybe the most surprising score of the night, in my opinion, around the association. Bulls leading the Pistons 47-28 halfway through the second quarter. That's crazy. "12 strong minutes. 12 strong minutes, Heat. Come on. 12 strong minutes, Miami. That's all I ask for. Not asking for 20. I'm asking for 12. Shout out Evan Greenlow with a $5 super chat. Heat lead. 4, 4, 4. Keep on spamming those 4s as we get to the fourth quarter here. That's a raffle ticket for the month for, oh, what the heck? What the hell? Evan Greenlow. It's been a fun game. Let's make it even more fun with getting a W. Magic will start with the ball. Heat lead by 1. Wagner attacking Ware right away. Rejected by Ware. Heat have numbers if they push. Mitchell pushing, swinging Powell. Transition 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound Miami. Powell will try another one. Good! good! Norman Powell! Where have you been all my life? 94-90. Badotsi at the top of the key, pressured by Ware. That's an illegal screen. How is that not called? Instead, they get an easy layup because the Heat were out of position. That was illegal. 94-92, Heat lead. 11 minutes to go. Powell coming off of a curl, getting downhill, back to the corner for Davion. He attacks and resets. Swings the Fontecchio deep three. Buries it! The Heat newcomers! How about them apples? Did Pat Riley do it? 10 assists for Davion Mitchell, 5-point Heat lead. Wagner pick and roll with Badotsi. Working inside. Wagner with the left hand. Pretty move. Heat have numbers if they push. Jaquez, right wing, slows it down and they reset the offense. Mitchell, top of the key, driving on Anthony Black. Euro step floater. Too strong and Black grabs the rebound. Heat's lead is 3, 97-94. Wagner from the parking lot comes up short. Rebound Mitchell, up ahead to Jaquez. Jaquez to the rim. What a great move by Jaquez. Lead back to 5. 99-94, Jaquez in double figures with 11. But Dotsie corner 3, no good. I'll live with that all day. Heat running up again. Powell driving on Wagner. Gets inside. Layup fouled. Powell to the line. Jaquez with a great way to shield off the trailing Wagner and lays it up and in. Miami with a chance to take a 6-point lead with a pair of free throws here. Powell is at the charity stripe. What do I always say, folks? In these type of games, the team that gets to the century mark first usually wins. It's about 70% of the time, I believe, in these battles that the team that gets to 100 first wins. Miami with a chance to get to 100 here at the line. Powell, the leading scorer for Miami in this one, makes the first free throw, and just like that, Miami gets to the 100-point mark. They lead by 6. Long way to go, but defense, defense, defense. How about Davion Mitchell with 15 points and 11 assists today? My goodness. Powell's second free throw, good, 101-94, 7-point lead. Let's get some more stops and extend this lead, folks. Wagner, top of the key, gets a screen. Heat and drop. Wagner to the corner for De Silva triple. Good. It's a big answer from Orlando to make it a 4-point game. Powell has 25 points, by the way. Davion the other way, gets it out to Jaquez. Jaquez attacking Wagner. Step back, elbow line jumper. Oh, Wagner! Where are you going? Let me have this dance. 103-97. Jaquez with 13 off the bench. Black, the other way. Pull up deep, 18-foot shot. I'll live with that all day. He gets another stop. Chance to extend the 6-point lead. Davion Mitchell, no one picks him up. Top of the key 3. No, wouldn't have counted anyway. Moving screen on Kel'el Ware. 9 minutes to go in the fourth. Heat leading 103-97. Oh, just not necessary, Kel'el. Not that it would have mattered. Davion couldn't hit the 3. But didn't need to do that. 13th turnover on Miami today. Heat have forced 14. Wagner thought about a pull-up 3. Now gets it to Badotsi inside. Misses the shot. They call Mitchell on a foul. Like a second look here. I'm not sure Miami committed a foul. Oh my God, there's no contact. The 7-footer just fucking sucks and missed the shot. Third foul on Davion Mitchell. Clown show officiating in Orlando. Mickey Mouse has got him in the pocket. Badotsi will shoot free throws. Rattles in the first. Second free throw for Badazzi is good. Converts both. 103-99. What a opening game for the Heat. Can they finish strong and get a win? Fontecchio thought about a three. Drive, lob, Ware, slam! Beautiful offensive set there. Second lob for Ware. He's got 7. Back to his 6-point lead. Black inside. Stripped by Dru. No, it's Norton Powell getting it done defensively. Here comes Davion Mitchell. Can the Heat extend this lead? Mitchell driving, layup, good! Tyus Jones, you can't guard him! 8-point lead! Jones looking to answer with a 3, can't, rebound, Orlando. Kel'el, come on, man! Box out! Like, that's a beautiful opportunity to get a stop up 8 and get the ball back. But instead, you don't box out correctly. Badazzi gets the easy tip over you to Wagner for a layup putback. Gotta be better than that. Gotta be better than that, Kel'el. First time out of the fourth quarter, we're going to go to our sponsor for the final time on today's live show. This Heat Report stream is brought to you by Prize Picks. It's so simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. You and I make decisions every single day, and with those right decisions, they can get you paid. And it's just simple, easy decisions over on Prize Picks. You can actually now do stacks on the app, meaning you could pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more than on Bam and Adebayo points, field goals, assists? Well, now you can over on Prize Picks, all in the same lineup. Who's going off, who is not. You can make your picks in less than 60 seconds. I have an entry in for today's game. I took advantage of the max discount yesterday. Be on the lookout for those. More than half a point for Steph Curry. I got it paired up with more than Nikola Jovic, 6.5 rebounds and assists, and less than Paolo Banchero, 25.5 points. That is my 3-player entry for today's game. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show. My picks today, you saw it. Less than 25.5 for Banchero. He's got 16, so only be close to the wire here. And I got more than 6.5 rebounds and assists for Jovic. He's got 3 rebounds, no assists, which really surprised me. So unlikely there, unless he collects a lot of rebounds and assists late in this game. But I gotta be honest, like I'd almost be tempted to keep rolling with Jaquez. Jaquez has been so good defensively and in transition. I might consider sticking with Jaquez here. I might close with Davion, Powell, Bam, Jaquez, and Wiggins. I don't think that's a crazy thing to do. I don't think that's a crazy thing at all. Over 1,000 people watching. If you're a Heat fan looking for Heat live streams for almost every game and content every single day, this is the channel for you. Heat Report, trying to get to 25K. We get there tonight. I'm chugging a beer. We're at 52 subscribers. That's what we need. All right, Dru Smith checks in here to give Davion Mitchell a brief rest before the final 4 minutes of this game. Bam back in as well. Fontecchio curling inside, laying it up and in. How about Fontecchio? Back up by 8. Fontecchio, Jaquez, Wiggins, Bam, and Dru Smith are the 5 on the floor for the Heat. Jaquez guarding Banchero and pressuring him. Switch, Dru Smith now picks him up. Banchero double-teamed, throws it inside, out to Bane in the corner. His 3 no good. Rebound. Come on, Bam. Got to grab that, dude. Wendell Carter Jr. goes to the top shelf to get Orlando a second opportunity. 5 on the shot clock. Banchero's got to make something happen. Drives, kicks. Anthony Black in the corner. Running 18-foot floater. No. Rebound will stay with Orlando as it goes off of Miami. Good defense by the Heat on this possession, but unable to close it out. Got to get the rebounds. Black having a hard time getting in. Almost turns it over. It'll ultimately relate in a De Silva 3, no good. And then a foul on Wendell Carter Jr., dragging Wiggins to the ground, going the other way. Heat have it. 7 minutes to go, up 8. Yeah, I mean, clear as day. Carter just drags him to the ground. 8-point lead, chance to get a double-digit fourth quarter lead here if you're Miami. Fontecchio, two-man game with Adebayo. Now they post up Bam. He faces up on Wendell Carter. Jab step, drive, running 8-foot floater. Short, but gets his own offensive rebound. Loses it inside, and it will go back to Orlando. Magic up and running. Anthony Black on the left wing slows it down. Fourth turnover of the game on Adebayo. Banchero drives to the rim and one. God damn it. And that brings Orlando within 6, chance to make it 5. I don't think that's a foul, personally, but light contact. Banchero initiates it all. Seems like a bit ridiculous with a foul there. Banchero at the line. He's got 18. Chance to get to 19. He does. 5-point Heat lead. Question if you're Spoelstra, when do you get Powell and Mitchell, who have been phenomenal in this game, back in? Fontecchio curling. Step back free throw line jumper. I mean, this guy's unbelievable, folks. Simone Fontecchio with another bucket. He's got 13. Heat back up by 7. Heat bench the difference in this one. Bane driving to the rim. Blocked by Bam! He grabs the board. Heat have numbers. Wiggins, come on! Just drops it out of bounds. That can't happen, man. 15th turnover on Miami. 7-point lead with under 6 to go. Bane, pull-up 3 from the parking lot. Good. That feels like another big swing in this game. Had a chance to extend the lead, had an opportunity, and Wiggins just dropped it. Heat lead by 4. Wiggins looking to answer with a 3. No, but they're going to call Banchero on an off-ball foul running through the chest of Adebayo before the shot. Hit that sub button. We're 37 away from 25K. Over 1,000 people watching. Join the channel. Yeah, Banchero just right through the chest of Bam. Second time the Magic have done that today. Opening possession that happened. Mitchell back in. Davion driving, baseline. Almost turns it over, and they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds by Orlando, so it will be Heat ball, 5 on the shot clock, up by 4 on the baseline. I think you got to get Powell back in, and here he comes. Nikola Jovic back in as well, so Miami going with their starting lineup. Fontecchio and Jaquez, huge off the bench, take a seat tonight. Both in double figures. They were phenomenal. See if the Heat starters can close this out and get a big win on the road. Mitchell to Powell in the corner, 4 on the shot clock. Out to Bam. Adebayo pump fake. Side dribble 3. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Bad look. I know they only had 5 on the shot clock, but got to get a better look than that. Simply got to get a better look than that. 5:24 to go. Heat lead by 4. Get another stop. We're in that time of the game. It's clutch time. Got to get stops. Banchero, sidestep 3. Brett could build a house with that puppy. Bam with the board. Good board, Bam. He's got a double-double tonight. 15 points, 11 rebounds. Mitchell and Bam will run a pick and roll on the left side. Mitchell to the rack. Scoop layup blocked by Banchero on the weak side. Magic out and running. Banchero downhill to the rim. Fouled. Can't get the shot to go. And it will be 2 free throws coming from Banchero to try to make it a 1-possession game. What a block by Banchero from the weak side, and you see why he was the number 1 pick. They're saying they try. Desmond Bane tried to say that he goaltended that. It's ridiculous that he tried to say that. 4:59 to go. Heat up by 4. Give me a miss, Banchero. Why not, man? Show me a mess. You ask and you receive. Banchero misses the first free throw. Banchero with a makes it a 3-point game. He does get the front rim roll, and the Heat lead by 3. Under 5 to go. Here we go, folks. Clutch time once again. It's not Miami Heat basketball unless it's a clutch game. And Davion Mitchell turns it over. Jalen Suggs with the steal. Layup the other way. 1-point lead for Miami. They need a bucket here bad. Magic on a 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes. Who's going to make the big play for Miami to settle this team down? Powell driving on Suggs. Gets to the rim. Kicks to the Wiggins. Wiggins drives inside. Wiggins to the rack. That's got to be a foul. Hell yeah, it's a foul. And Wiggins getting 2 free throws. Magic wanted to be challenged. Oh, he gets him on the forearm. And the Magic are going to challenge. I think this is going to be, I don't know, maybe I didn't get a good look on the first time. I'm very unbiased when it comes to fouls or not. I felt like he got hit on the forearm there. And he got him with the bottom push, too. Oh, he gets him on the elbow. If this is overturned, I'm going full conspiracy rig job. Let's get the comment section flooded, though. If you're subscribed to the Heat Report, show me, spam those me's. We're in sub-only mode. We got 1,200 people in the building. I want to get to 25K subscribers today. We're 24 away. If you want to be shouted out on the channel, spam those me's. Luis, Kane, Axie, Rashad, Simply, Chadwick, King, DC, Jason, Courtside, Derek, Dominic, Isaiah, Tino, Brian, Mark, Mo, Andres, Elijah, Jacob, Hot Dog, Miles, Florida, Chaz, Dylan, Mo. Keep on spamming those me's. Ashley, Kobe, VIP, Vaden, J-Rod, 2AM, Kenyon, Pedro. Keep on spamming those me's. I want to get those sub numbers up. We're 14 away. We're 14 away. Keep on spamming those me's. We're 13 away. Remember, I'm doing a beer bong when we get to 25K. Hit that sub button. Non-Nick Roloff daily Heat content. Live for Heat games. We'll be live again on Friday night for Heat Grizzlies. Let's hope the Heat are 1-0. But we got to start playing a little bit better because we've gotten away from what gave us the lead. A little sloppy, a little rattled. Got to stay calm, cool, collected here in the final 4.5 minutes. We're right there. We're right there. Let's go. Who's going to be the 25,000 subscriber? We're 1 away. Yeah! Let's go, Heat. Let's go, Heat. Let's go, Heat. Now let's get a win. And let's get a beer chug. Shout out to all the new subscribers to the channel. Let's get a win. Let's put an exclamation point on this first stream of the year. It's been a successful one in the season. Ruling on the field, or court, not field. Stands. 2 free throws for Wiggins. Beer chug. Come on, Heat. Let's put an exclamation point on a win, on a night. Let's get a win. Come on, Wiggins. 2 free throws. Got to make them. Put us up 3. 4.5 to go. Wiggins is first. Good. Come on, make another, Wiggs. Important free throws here. Come on, Andrew. Attaboy, Wiggs. Heat back up by 3. 113, 110. Let's get a stop. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop. Need a stop. Defensive stance. Defensive stance, everybody. Desmond Bane guarded by Davion. Heat starters on the floor. Bane pick and roll with Banchero. Banchero driving. Contested layup inside. No good. Rebound fought for. They're going to call Jovic for a foul as Wendell Carter Jr. went over the back to grab him. I think Jovic is going to get brought to the bench because, to be honest, Nico has not played that well tonight. Listen, I love Nico more than anyone, but we got to call a spade a spade. He has not played well. 3 turnovers. Hasn't been locked in defensively. Fontecchio and Jaquez have been way better tonight. And you wonder if Spo's going to go to one of those two who have been phenomenal off the bench to close this game as the Heat hang on to a little lead here with 4 to go. There will be days where Jovic is dominant and awesome. There will be days where he struggles a little bit. Today he's struggling, and he's going to head to the bench. And Triple J, Jaime Jaquez Jr., back in. Carter made the first free throw, by the way, 113, 111. So the Heat look to close here with Wiggins, Jaquez, Bam, Powell, and Davion Mitchell. This would be a massive tone-setting win to start the season on the road against a team projected to finish in the top 3 of the East this year. Carter gets the second free throw. Heat lead back to 1. 4 minutes to go. Let's get a bucket here. Come on, folks. Largest lead of the game for Miami was 12. Orlando's was 7. A lot of lead changes. It's been a close one throughout. Powell to Davion. Right wing Mitchell 3. No. Rebound Suggs. Up ahead to Wagner. Wagner pushing. Euro step. Trailing Suggs. To Bane in the corner. Wide open 3. Rattles in and out. Offensive rebound Carter. Put back. Good and 1. Come on, dude. Fuck. Feel like we just lost the game there. It's a 10-2 run for Orlando in the last 2 minutes. The inability to close out defensive possessions. I mean, oh yeah, Jaquez grabbed his jersey. Fuck, dude. Carter Jr. to convert the three-point play does. Heat down 2. 115, 113, 3:40 to go. 11-2 Magic run. Heat call timeout. Come on, Spo. You got to counter with something here. You got to counter with something here. The Heat report is trying to counter because our GOAT, Jesus, Batista, with a $50 super chat. When this populates, here we are. Shout out to Jesus Batista. The GOAT is telling us that we need the good vibes. So everybody, get down in the comment section and listen to the GOAT. We got to will this team to victory. He wants the good vibes. Let's give him the good vibes. Spam those fireball emojis. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. We need a bucket coming out of this timeout. Bad. And we got the beer bong coming. Come on, guys. Come on, Heat. Come on. Come on. Come on, Heat. We need a win, man. We need a win. I know it's crazy to say we need a win in the first game, but you were in the driver's seat most of this fourth quarter. It would be a tough one to swallow on the road when you led the entire game, or at least most of the fourth quarter. It's still going to be Bam, Wiggins, Powell, Jaquez, and Davion on the floor. They have it. 3:45 to go. 8 lead changes in this game. We've been tied 10 times. Oh, my God, the Heat can't get the ball in. It's a 5-second. Are you fucking serious? I mean, that is out of a timeout to not get the ball in. 18th turnover of the game. Fucking infuriating. Paolo Banchero has it. Runs a pick and roll with Bane. Elbow jumper. Too strong. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Wendell Carter Jr. The Magic are incensed. The ball originally was awarded to Miami. They changed the call. It is Magic ball. Can't get a fucking rebound. Heat turn the ball over. Can't run an efficient, effective set. And then can't get a rebound. And then the Heat, oh, they get lucky. Banchero drops the ball. Heat out and running. Wiggins, Euro step to the rim. Fouled and couldn't get it to go. Almost got the and one, but instead we'll have to settle for 2 free throws to try to even this game up. Wow, Heat got lucky. Banchero just flat out dropped the basketball, and Wiggins got out and running and was fouled by Bane in transition. Man, that ball looked like it wanted to go in, but it didn't. Heat are 18 of 23 at the line. Magic are 23 of 29. 2 free throws here to try to even up this game. Wiggins makes the first, down by 1. Come on, Miami. Come on, Wiggs. Knock down another. Knock down another, Wiggs. He's got 14 in the ball game. Make it 15 and tie this ball game up. Come on, Wiggs. Drilled it. Tied up at 1:15. It's going to stop. It's going to stop. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining with 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Wagner, top of the key. Gets a screen. Bam switches on. I like this matchup for Miami. 10 on the shot clock. Wagner crossing up. Driving on Bam. Adebayo with the stop. Ball loose. Powell gains control. Heat running. Chance to take the lead. That's a foul. Oh, challenge a Spo. They just called a charge? That's terrible. Spo. That was not even close. Powell starts moving. Suggs is sliding and turning his shoulder. Suggs is still moving to the left. You could see him moving and turning. Are we challenging this? Yeah, the Heat are challenging this. The Heat are challenging this. With 3:01 to go, Heat are challenging. It's a big call in the ball game. So call on the floor was a charge on Norman Powell. I mean, Powell starts going to his right. Suggs is sliding and he turns his shoulder. It's a flop. Powell hits him on the he doesn't even go square into him. He hits him here and come on. No way. Absolutely not. Just absolutely not. There is just no world where that should be a charge. None. None. I will be beside myself if this is upheld. Beside myself. I can't get over if this is upheld. I know the call on the floor is a charge, but he's moving. There wasn't a lot of contact. This would be a pretty bad call, I think, in my opinion. I mean, Suggs is moving his shoulder and still slightly tilting to the left. He was not square to Powell at all. There's just no world. It's a big call because if it's overturned, Miami will have 2 free throws with 3 minutes to go to take the lead. The refs are talking it over right now, so they're done talking to New York. All right, I think they're about to make the call. Here we go. Stays with a charge. Fuck these refs, bro. I ain't in charge at all, bro. He's still moving. It's so bad. So now the Heat are down to 1 timeout with 3 minutes to go, and the Magic have ball tied at 1:15. I can't get... I just don't understand in what world is that a fucking charge. Just ridiculous. Gonna have to play the refs and the Magic, I suppose. Let's get another stop. Come on. Go, D. Wagner has it, top of the key. Wiggins defending. 10 on the shot clock. 2:47. Wagner drives left. Good defense by Wiggins. Gets the stop. Heat have it. No numbers. Mitchell driving. Finds a trailing Powell. Powell gets downhill. Takes a bump inside. Blocked, but a foul? Yeah, foul. It's a makeup call. It's a makeup call. And 2 free throws are coming to Miami. Good defense, Wiggins. And good job by Powell to attack. Get downhill. Yeah, hit him right in the forearm. 2 free throws coming for Powell to deliver Miami a lead. Ball don't effing lie, Tyson. You right. 4th foul on Jalen Suggs. Powell makes the free throw, and the Heat are back up by 1 with 2:35 to go. Heat are 20 of 25 from the line as a team. Very happy with how Miami has been able to get to the line a lot tonight. Powell's 2nd free throw, left it short. Heat lead by 1, 2.5 to go. Come on, D. Banchero driving left. Jaquez defending. They double him in the corner. And they're going to call foul there. These fucking refs, like, I tell you what, the Magic are a soft-ass team. They are a soft team. Two free throws coming for Orlando. Both teams are in the bonus. Banchero evens the game up at 116. Powell leading scorer in this game with 26. Banchero now with 21. Chance to give Orlando the lead with 2 minutes and 24 to go. He does. 117, 116. Remember, he'd only have 1 timeout the rest of the way after that lost challenge. Orlando has 2. Heat need a bucket bad. Mitchell driving, kicking. Jaquez swings at the Powell. Powell gets downhill. Euro step, floater, no good. Adebayo couldn't get the tip to go. Contact everywhere. Bodies hit the deck. No whistles. Heat have to get back defensively. I thought Banchero just walked with it. And the Magic reset their D. Under 2 to go. Need a stop. Need a stop. Banchero, guard by Powell. Spinning. Barrels in the Powell. Fadeaway, no. Rebound, Wiggins. Tons of contact, no calls. Miami driving up ahead. Adebayo to the rim. No call. A lot of contact again. Magic have numbers 5 on 4. Minute and a half to go. Bane inside Banchero. Dunk. 3-point lead Orlando. Heat need a basket bad. Another blown lead because the Heat have scored 5 points in the last 4 minutes. Every fucking year. We can't score late in games. Jaquez has it. Driving. Doubled in the corner. 5 on the shot clock. Out to Wiggins. Wiggins is going to launch a 3. Buries it! Wiggins! Tied! 1:13 to go! What a shot, Andrew Wiggins! Stop! I need a stop! Way to bail me out, Wiggs! Banchero left wing. Over to Suggs. Suggs driving on Powell. Oh, that's a travel! That's a travel! No call. Fadeaway Suggs. Good. Another missed call by his officials. These blind Orlando-loving fucks. Heat down 2. Under a minute to go. Wiggins has it. Bam will set him a screen. Wiggins launches a deep 3. No. Rebound. Jaquez out to Mitchell for the lead. No. Ball's still loose. On the ball goes ground everybody, and they're going to call foul on Miami because the fucking refs are playing for the Magic. Oh, 2 golden opportunities. Offensive rebound, kick out 3 for Davion. Couldn't hit it. And then they call Bam for a loose ball foul. Heat down 2. Free throws coming, though, for Orlando to potentially make it a 4-point game. Free throws for Desmond Bane. It's unbelievable. Another fourth quarter choke job by Miami. It's just so fucking annoying no matter who is on this team and what year it is. It's every single time. Bane makes the free throw. 3-point game. So sick and tired of the fucking same old Miami Heat that can't finish a game. Both free throws made. 4-point game. Heat need a basket bad. Powell driving to the rim, gets to the rim and throws down a dunk. It's a 2-point game. 30 seconds to go. 6-second differential in shot clock, game clock. That he can play this out and get a stop and call timeout and have a chance to tie or win it at the buzzer. Heat are going to trust their defense. Down by 2. Bane has it. Jaquez defending. Banchero gets it top of the key. Wiggins defending. 5 on the shot clock. Banchero drives, spins, fades away. Tough shot. He could have stopped, but they give up the fucking rebound. And Wendell Carter Jr. gets it, and he's fouled going to the line. The Heat get the stop, but can't secure the rebound. And the Heat just could not get a rebound late in this game. Gotta hope Wendell misses one of these free throws. His first one's up. And he gets the fucking friendly roll in. Unbelievable. 3-point game. Has to miss. Has to miss. He can advance the ball with the 1 timeout they have remaining. Wendell's free throw, good. I mean, this guy's a fucking elite free throw shooter now. Wendell Carter Jr. 5 of 5 at the line. I'm fucking sure. Another choke job by Miami, man. It's the same old fucking Heat. It's so frustrating. Heat are going to need a quick 3. Heat need 6 seconds. They advance the ball and need a quick 3, and then they're going to need to foul. And then they'll have like maybe one. It's got to be a catch and shoot 3, make, foul the inbounds, and then they'll have 2 seconds to throw it across half court and try to get a game-winning 3 up potentially. He had a lot of opportunities to close this game out and hit big shots, unable to. Consistent 8-point lead this entire fourth quarter. Gets to about 6 minutes, 5 minutes left. Collapse as always. Same old Heat. Same old Heat. Jovic to inbound. They'll try to get it to either Bam, Wiggins, Powell, or Mitchell for a 3. They need a quick 3. weird formation here. They all break. I don't know what this play is. They're going to have a 5-second violation. They get it to Bam. Bam, top of the key 3. Short, ball game. Heat lose 125-21. Heat lose. Be honest, what was your top takeaway? That should have been a game you won. That was a game you should have won. So annoying. Listen, I kind of agreed with it because how well Jaime Jaquez Jr. played in this ball game, but going small against this Magic team just simply couldn't happen. Not the move. So frustrating. Going to have a post-game show here in a second. Tough, man. I can't. Yeah, listen, couldn't have gone small there. You just couldn't have gone small. That was the issue. That was the issue. Couldn't go small. Going small killed Miami. That lost them the game. Turnovers lost them the game. So annoying, man. So annoying. All right, we got a post-game show coming up here in a second. Stick with us here. Post-game show and reaction coming up here in a second, so give me 1 second here, folks. Give me one. Getting some graphics ready. All right, we're about to do our post-game show. Appreciate everybody who's with us. Stay tuned. 500 people watching. We're going to have our full reaction and thoughts from today's game. One game down for Miami, and they are 0-1. They lose on the road to the Orlando Magic, 125-121. We're going to have a full reaction and takeaways from the season opener where, I got to be honest, I'm really frustrated. Heat were 8.5-point underdogs in this game. It's not like I was expecting them to come in and win this one. It would have been really nice to get a win, but wasn't like the expectation in this one. But with how this game progressed, this feels like a really blown opportunity for Miami. They had a chance to come into this game, get a win as a massive underdog on the road against a team in the East projected to finish in the top 3 or 4 and be one of the remaining contenders at the end of the year. And you led for most of the second half. Like, you took the lead midway through the third quarter and you held it until about 5 minutes in the fourth. And then it's the same old Miami Heat. Play a really good 3.5 quarters, and then you get to the final 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, and they just mentally combust, where they turn the ball over, they get stagnant offensively. I mean, in the final 5 minutes of this game, I think Miami scored like 8 points. Like, that just is unacceptable. I mean, Miami scored 30 points in the quarter, but like I'm fairly confident they like couldn't score late. Let me look here. I'm looking at the numbers. With 6 minutes to go, they led 111-104. So in the final 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, they got outscored 21-10 in the final 6 minutes. Same old Heat. It is. And I don't want to blame this game on one person, but I feel as if the Heat should absolutely look at the way Eric Spoelstra coached this game and have some questions. Listen, I thought Spo did a lot of good things in this one, and the minutes distribution was interesting. Jovic only played 23 minutes. Jaquez played 30 minutes off the bench. Kel'el Ware only played 14 minutes. Wiggins played 32. Bam 34. Powell 36. Davion 35. But the reason why you lost this game is because you got stagnant offensively late. You turned the ball over, and you just simply got out-rebounded. You got killed on the glass late. You did. You ended up getting out-rebounded, or you actually out-rebounded them 47-46 in this ball game. But in the final 5 minutes, the Magic seemed to come away with every single big rebound. And I know Jaime Jaquez Jr. played a phenomenal game. He did. I said it. I would have thought about closing with Jaime late in this game because how much Jovic struggled. But it was a mistake. It was, because they have 7-footer Wendell Carter, 6'10 Franz Wagner, 6'11 Paolo Banchero. And those three just were eating on the glass. And when you were putting out 6'9 Bam Adebayo, 6'6 Jaime Jaquez Jr., 6'6", 6'7 Wiggins, 6'4 Norman Powell, and 6-foot Davion Mitchell, that undersized lineup was not able to get the stops necessary. Like, they did a good job of forcing misses. They were unable to get the rebound. And a defensive possession does not stop until you get the board. And the Heat's inability to get a rebound late absolutely killed you. You needed more size on the floor. What was your top takeaway from today's game? Pin comment. Let me know your thoughts on how the game ultimately ended in Miami. Heat lost a heartbreaker. Now, if we're going to stay with the positives here and not only be negative here on the first game of the season, you have to love what you saw from Norman Powell, the biggest acquisition Miami made this offseason. Had 28 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, shot almost 50% from the field, and went 4 of 8 from 3. Powell is a game changer. And this Heat offense, if you told me the Heat scored 121 points against the Magic on the road, I would have probably told you you're nuts, because the Magic are one of the best defensive teams in the league, and I would have expected Miami to win this game by a mile. Am I shocked the Heat defense gave up 125? Yeah, a little bit, but it has to do with the second chance opportunities that Miami allowed and the turnovers. You lost this game because you allowed the Magic to have 25 points off turnovers compared to your 16. 9-point difference there. And the second chance opportunities. The Magic got 9 offensive rebounds. They were able to convert that into a lot of different opportunities. Like, frustrating loss because you had this one in your hands. You were able to win this ball game, but you couldn't get it done. But there are a lot of positives. Norman Powell looked terrific. Davion Mitchell looked really good as well. And we'll get to Davion Mitchell here in just 1 second. But I do want to tell people about our sponsor on today's live show. That is Prize Picks. They sponsored our live show as well as this post-game instant reaction. You and I make decisions every single day. The right decisions on Prize Picks can get you paid where it is good to be right. Just pick more or less than at least 2 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. How you play is up to you. If you want flexibility, choose the flex play where you can get 1 pick wrong and still win. If you want to go for the big one, well, use the power play, which is actually what I did in this game. I ended up going with 3 players in this one. I took advantage of the max discount, which Prize Picks does often, so keep your eye on that. More than half a point for Steph Curry. Paired that up with Jovic, more than 6.5 rebounds, assists. That did not work out for me. And then Paolo Banchero did go less, so I went 2 of 3. I would have won if I did the flex play. But join me and the millions of others on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups when you place your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. As we continue to talk about this game here, Davion Mitchell was a massive positive. And it's hard not to be excited about what he continues to bring to the table. I had a couple good looks from 3 late in this game that were unfortunately not able to go. They do go. We might be talking about a win in this ball game. But, I mean, you have a point guard here that had 16 points, 12 assists to 1 turnover. I mean, you look at what Davion was able to do at the end of the regular season and in those play-in games against the Bulls and Hawks. This is the same type of player we saw. Like, Davion signing a very reasonable 2-year, $24 million extension this offseason. It was a great deal for Miami. It's good to see him looking like the same guy he looked like at the end of last season. And you're really excited about the way that this team can continue to build and gel together, because I don't want to act like I'm super negative. There was a ton of good positives. The unselfish up-tempo offense was exactly what you want to see. The Heat played quick. They generated a lot of easy looks from beyond the arc and at the rim. Now, as they continue to play with this pace, they'll have to learn how to be more efficient with it because they turn the ball over a ton. And it allowed their defense to dwindle a little bit in that first half, like playing so quick. They weren't set defensively. And if you're going to play quick, you got to be ready and prepared to get back on the defensive end of the floor. And I just felt like the Heat weren't ready to do that at times today. So you're going to have to learn and be better there. But the offense is a lot of things to like about. What you saw from the bench today, there is a lot of things to like about. There just is. Like, you had great performances off the bench from Jaime Jaquez and Simone Fontecchio. You did. And you hope to get more of those throughout the season. And we're going to talk about them here in a second. But make sure to subscribe because we'll be live on Friday for Heat Grizzlies Game 2 of the season. And we'll have you covered with Heat content throughout the season. Subscribe and join us here at the channel. But as we continue to talk about some of these positives, Fontecchio looked like an awesome player. He was active defensively. He was a featured player. They got him into a lot of actions offensively, coming off curls, getting him with the ball in his hands to where he could make the read, where he's coming off the curl, either gets it and rises up into a three-point shot, which we saw him do a couple of times, drilled one, missed a pair, or get downhill and hit a little floater. Maybe even stop, sidestep little 15-footer. He knocked down a couple mid-range shots at the free throw line today. And he also dished out a nice little pass to Kel'el Ware on a lob where he was able to put it down. I was impressed with Fontecchio. I was impressed with Jaquez off the bench. They both finished with 13 points. Both shot extremely efficient from the field. And let's just call a spade a spade. Is that going to be the production you get from those two on a day-to-day basis in the NBA? No, that's just insane to have those two combined for 26 on the efficiency that they did. But if they're able to give you 70% of that on a pretty consistent basis, your bench is going to be really, really good. And this is obviously without Tyler Herro, who would obviously factor in to the offensive production when he goes back in the starting lineup and Davion potentially moves back to the bench. Either way, you love what you saw from your bench today. I know a lot of the conversation will be what happened with Kel'el Ware only playing in the 14 minutes I mentioned a little bit earlier. Had 7 points, 4 rebounds, shot 3 or 5 from the field in those limited minutes. I was frustrated with Ware at times in this game because the couple lobs he had was great and the three-pointer he knocked down was awesome too. But the same issues that we were having and talking about his impact to winning, they reared their ugly head again today. Because I thought a couple times he was a little bit lazy on the glass. And he wasn't able to make the correct box out that was necessary to close out the defensive possession. And the one difference between him and Bam is Bam makes the box outs and gives the effort, but is just unfortunately small. He's 6'8". He's not big. He's 6'8", 6'9". So that limits him on the glass. Kel'el Ware, 7 feet tall, 7'4" wingspan. Like, if he just gave way more effort on the glass, he would be so much more of an impactful player. Way more of an impactful player. That's why we didn't close with him. It's why we didn't close with him. We got to stop box score watching with him. The flashes are there. You just need the consistent effort on the glass. You do. And I just didn't feel like he gave it today. I just didn't feel like he gave it today. But hopefully, this is going to be an impact player for the Miami Heat. I know it is. You know it is. And I just hope he continues to put the right foot forward in order to make the adjustments necessary to be a rotational player and eventually a starting player for this Miami Heat team. All right, that'll do it for this episode. We'll have a video out tomorrow. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us here as we broke down the first game of the season. Tough, frustrating loss here for the Miami Heat, but hopefully we're able to bounce back on Friday to move back to 500 against the Memphis Grizzlies. Winnable game for the Heat, so let's go on the road and get it done before returning home for 2 games against the Knicks and Hornets. All right, I'll do it for this stream. Any super chats come in, we will stay live. If not, we'll get out of here and see you tomorrow with a video and live again on Friday. I can't, you guys got to stop looking at the box score with Kel'el Ware. You just have to do it. Did you guys watch the game, man? I could count about 3 times to where Ware got beat to a loose ball on the rebound. Like, I can hear it out playing him late instead of Jaquez. But Jaime was playing great. Now, can you go small in that moment? No, you can't. And we saw that that's the reason why the Heat lost this game. They went small, and they were unable to get rebounds late in the game when it was necessary. You need more out of Jovic, too. Jovic wasn't good at all. Jovic wasn't good at all. Tough loss. I'll answer this and we'll get out of here. Abby says, extend Norman Powell, yes or no, Nick? Because if he's this good, trade him at the deadline for a first. I count 6 times where Bam got bullied, 10 years over Ware, second. Come on, man. I don't even know what that means. 10 bullied tonight? The difference is that Eric Spoelstra is a coach that needs and requires 1,000% max effort every game. Ware is not doing that. We could have a different conversation if Bam could be a center because he's he's undersized for the position. But you could never question Bam giving 1,000% max effort, trying to get a rebound, or trying to box out. The issue is that we consistently do that with Kel'el Ware. And we saw it about 2 or 3 times tonight. In the fourth quarter, Ware didn't box out Wendell Carter, Badazzi, and Badazzi was able to just tap it to Wagner for an easy layup when the Heat could have closed it out, got a defensive possession, ball back up 6 with 6 minutes to go. Instead, rebound, put back, because Ware didn't give the effort required. There should never be a time where a player goes over the back of Kel'el Ware and is able to get a ball. Never. Guy's 7 feet tall with a 7'4.5" wingspan. Box out and get a fucking rebound. But instead, he was lazy, didn't get in the right position, and allowed Goga Badazzi to just go up, tap it right to Wagner, easy layup. And then what happened? That exact play led to a Spo timeout, Ware benched Bam in with about 6 minutes to go. I'm not saying we win the game if he gets that rebound. That's the reason why he doesn't have the trust of Spo, because he consistently has those moments on tape and in the game of not doing what is required to box out, finish a possession, and close out the game. He didn't just miss one. I counted 3. That one in the fourth quarter and a couple in the first half. Wow, the Jazz are beating the Clippers by 24. What the fuck? The Hawks losing by 22 to the Raptors is kind of crazy too, actually. No one's who the fuck said Ware should be Rudy Gobert? I mean, the Kel'el Ware's dick sucker is driving me up a wall. I want the kid to be a fucking superstar in Miami. But you can't play him late if he's not giving you effort. No one said he has to be an all-NBA level player. But just how about give me effort on the glass? All right, tough loss. We'll be back here. On Friday. We'll have a video out tomorrow. Live show on Friday. Peace out. See you then. Go Heat.